Holy moly! Woo! Please say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat. Hello. And we are starting in 20 seconds. We're going to start right now. Okay, I'm going to switch over my screen. What an awesome start. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live webinar. Yay! And before we start, we always have to say greetings to each other. So let me give you the awesome question. Are you ready? And everybody say yes, 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 yes. You know, tonight I'm so excited about tonight because this is probably one of the best presentation I'm going to put together tonight. I'm so unbelievable because at the end of connecting the dots, my hairs were standing all over, my goosebumps was popping all over my hands. This is probably one of the best connecting the dots I ever done in my life. Wow! And this kind of event happens once every 10 years. It's like a decade. And I'm going to give you the backdrop why I say it happens once every like 10 years or 20 years. Because I can clearly remember back in the years of 2004 to 2005. And that was the time the Singapore government for the first time announced that we're going to give away not one, but 2 casino licenses. And that sparked the entire wave of property boom. And we right at 45 degrees up. So much money were made in the properties market. That's like once in a lifetime for a tiny dot Singapore. And right now, tonight, what I'm going to present to you is once in a lifetime. Are you ready? Once in a lifetime, in a few hundred years, I can tell you that. And this is just happening right in front of us. I can't believe at the end of putting up the materials together, my hairs were just running all over me and goosebumps were just popping out. This is one of the most unprecedented opportunity ever presented to us in the era of our lives. And everybody, are you ready? Are you ready? I can't see you type away. Are you ready? I'm so excited because this is like mind-blowing, really mind-blowing. This is one of the best I ever done to connect the dots. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do tonight. Okay, so all of us are just warm up. We're waiting for the rest to come in really fast because every minute of the presentation is going to be so super special. Okay, so once you're ready, I'm going to switch over my screen, and this is where the fun all starts to begin. This is where really mind-blowing. Let's do it. All right, let me switch the screen right now. And I want you to make sure you got your pen, paper all ready. You're going to jot down very important, precious notes. Make sure you're all ready. And here we go. Tonight, we're going to talk about finding a cure for coronavirus. This is such a big topic at this moment. And I want you to know you're going to be part of this major movement in finding a cure for coronavirus. So everybody say, I'm the cure. Right now, I'm the cure. I'm going to teach you how you're going to become the cure for coronavirus. Are you ready? Please type down, I'm the cure. Wow. And this is so powerful. All right. Type in, I'm the cure. Oh, you guys do not know how to type. Let me teach you how to type. I'm going to type right now. I am the cure. Wow. And you fire off away. Because the more you fire off away, this cure is going to happen in a very short time. That's the reason why today, 17th of June, it is so precious to us. This is a critical time. So, I'm going to take you through this journey about finding the cure, and you're going to be part of this major movement. You're not going to miss this opportunity. This is like once in a few hundred years. That's it. You're just presented one time. And that's why this is the perfect season. And we are talking about coronavirus. It's major impact in the world. But the focus for tonight is about the cure. Now, once we get that, and tonight, I'm going to go crazy. I'm not just going to play one stock. I'm not just going to play 2 stocks. How many stocks shall we trade tonight? Are you ready? You better get all your friends, start coming in right now. Because if they miss the beginning part, they're going to miss the middle part, they're going to miss the rest. We're going to play. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play 5 stocks. We're going to play 5 stocks tonight. And I want you to be super, super ready. If your account is not ready, too bad, you're going to miss the wave. If your account is ready, make sure you're all ready, funded, ready to fire off. All right. Tonight is the night. 5 stocks. We're going to go into full trading. And the only conviction that you're going to have is provided you follow me throughout the presentation. Not at the beginning, the middle, or the last part, but throughout from beginning to end. Or else you're going to miss it. All right. You need to catch the logic so that you anchor down your psychology. And then you're going to know, wow, this is unbelievable. So, are you ready? Are you ready? And with that, we're going to fire off our presentation starting right now. Here we go. First of all, I need you to turn off your mobile phones. This is important so that you stay focused, you don't get distracted. And second of all, after you turn off your mobile phones, I need to show you the legal disclaimers, all right? Everything I share with you tonight is perfectly legal. You can act on the information. This is very important. And number 2, the ethical and moral principles behind it. You will definitely sleep very well tonight because you are the cure for coronavirus. You're going to be part of this movement that's going to happen once in a few hundred years. This is the season of our lives. So once we've gone through this disclaimer, and here we go. Check this out. I need you, first of all, to understand the concept behind spike or spiking. Because until today, I still get many, many different people coming to tell me their own interpretation of what is a spike. Now, I'm going to give you a clear-cut rules to understand what exactly is called spiking or a spike on the stock chart. Now, first of all, what you need to see is this. Everything that causes a spike happens because of insider trading. So everybody please type in insider trading. Until today, you've never heard of insider trading. You're totally out of the market. I need you to know it is all about insider trading that caused the stock price to spike. So can you please fire off insider trading? You need to get this concept very, very strongly ingrained in you. Then and only then tonight you have the full conviction to go in with me 5 different stocks. 5 different stocks. Let me emphasize again, 5 different stocks, all right? Now, once you understand and you believe about insider trading, let's do it. What exactly is insider trading? Take a look at this example over here. This stock just happened last month, right? Before the spike, it was trading at $3. After the spike, it went up to $12. So it went up by 4 times, 4x. 4 times 3 is 12. It gained by 400%. In terms of net pure profit calculation, 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 300% net profit. So these 2 numbers, I need you to be so fluent about it. There's no second doubt in your brain when you do the calculation. It grew 4 times of the value, net profit, 300% pure profit. Now, with this idea in mind, then you need to understand what's called double your money or resurrection. Many a times, traditional stock players or options players, they go into the market with the idea that once the price direction is wrong, they simply give up. This is absolutely wrong. You don't give up because we believe in this idea called resurrection. And resurrection will blow your mind apart. And not only that, what happens if the stock price is going down? Check this out. Does it mean when the stock price is going down, you cannot participate in the growth of this company? Absolutely wrong. So tonight I'm going to show you what is called options liquidity, and you can play in three major directions. So that's a quick introduction. And from there on, let me explain to you how all this live webinar comes about. I started 17 years ago when I taught my very, very first class. And that was in the year 2003. Wow, 2003. Can you believe it? And that back then we faced like two major events. SARS outbreak in Singapore and in Asia. And not only that, we have an invasion of Iraq by the American forces and the British forces, right? And if you look at the chart back then, it was like, boom, right after May from 2003 onwards, the stock price starts to fly up. Now, I need to show you this because why? You need to understand we are in the middle of a coronavirus. Now, when this disease is 100% eradicated, you're going to see a similar stock chart like this. Boom! It'll just go 45 degrees up and away. I need you to prepare you for the day the stock price is going to fly up. That's the reason why we always connect to what happened in the past so that you have a correlation, you have a benchmark. And with that idea in mind, back then I was trading 10 hours a day. I can tell you today, you need more than 10 hours. The information is moving so fast. Even today, I try to put everything together in the last hours. About 5 o'clock, another news came in. At 6 o'clock, another news came in. I'm putting in the latest, most powerful information so that you're going to be so committed tonight. Woo! So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, 10 hours is simply not enough. You need much more than that. And the more you pour in, I'm going to show you how you're going to spend your hours because there's so many things to analyze. And every step of the way, your hair will start popping up, your goosebumps will start popping up. You say, wow, this is like connecting all the dots together. So I want to show you about this slide because back then I was started off as an options trader. I was involved in the spreads. We call it the 3 S's, right? Spread, straddles, strangles, 58 different strategies. And the most beautiful of them all, I call it the butterfly. And that's how we get a very in-depth understanding of the market. So check this out. This is my entire journey. Started in 2003, started from SARS and Iraq. I went through the whole recession period back then. Then you add another 5 more years. That's the financial crisis. Whole market crash. Boom! And right now, the pundits are already saying we are worse than the financial crisis. We are near to the depression. Not even recession. Recession creeping into depression. Now, 2008, add another 5 more years. You went all-time high 2013 on the Wall Street. This is the entire cycle that you need to go through and experience it, or else there's no wisdom to share. Next, add another 5 more years, 2018. Guess what? That is the year, first time in my life, I experienced a 100x return. Now, what is 100x? You add 2 more zeros behind it, that's 10,000%. How many of you in your lifetime ever experienced a 100x return? Please say yes. Now, you don't have to, like me back then, I waited like for 15 years of my life to achieve my first 100x. It's a long journey. But with that backdrop right now, you know what? It's just like breaking the 4-minute mile. Once one guy breaks it, everybody will start breaking it. It's the same. I'm passing on to you this knowledge. How you're going to achieve 100x. Are you ready? And with that, where are we right now? Year 2020, we are looking at 3 major events of our life. This is probably the most exciting year in the entire history. That's the best time to invest and trade. You're going to learn so much. Number 1, we just talked about the 3 wars. I started talking about the 3 wars since March this year. Which are the 3 wars? China-US trade war, oil price war, and the people's war on coronavirus. That's where the pandemic started. Then in the month of April, I went on to share about the rise of the Chinese digital yuan. And with the rise of the digital currency, it's going to replace the traditional currency. In the month of May, what happens then? In the month of May, we experienced the 3rd time in the history of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin halving event. where I traded $250,000, $250,000 buying up Bitcoins in front of my students. And that is in the month of May. In the month of June, what happens? We are looking at protests all across the United States and spreading across the world. The death of George Floyd. We connected the dots and it led all the way up to the highest office on the planet. And finally tonight, woohoo! We are going to talk about the cure. Everybody's talking about the virus. Nobody's talking about the cure. This is the season right now. And you are right place, right time. 天时地利人和. Please give yourself a big round of applause and say, yes, you have arrived at the right time. Come on, fire off at your chat and say, yes. I'm not going to waste your time because tonight everything is going to connect for you. The dots are going to make perfect sense. And check this out. So I went through 3 instruments, major instruments, 5 years of my life dedicated full-time to do options trading. And this is something I want to share with you tonight. We're going to do trading on options as well. Number 2, another great 10 years of doing stocks trading. And I've been doing stocks trading all that long. And right now, number 3, cryptos trading. You got to be so versatile in 3 instruments. Not just 1, but 3. Because this is the season for the next 10 to 20 years. You must be a master of 3 instruments. Now, with that in mind, I did a small calculation, call it the price of wisdom. And this is fun. You need to do some kind of calculation to know the price of your wisdom. How much have you accumulated? So, for example, you just talk about education. I gone through trained as a civil engineer, went on to complete a MBA from US, and then a PhD from Australia. Just education alone, you're going to be spending so much money. Then you move on. If you are starting a career, running a business, my company itself, our startup is worth $20 million. We raised 3 rounds of funding, and I cover about $250,000 just to kickstart the minimum viable product. Can you believe that? And thereafter, if you look at experience, 17 years experience in the market, easily I put that as more than $10 million worth. And here's what. This is the cost of the knowledge I'm sharing with you tonight. It's about $30 million per spike. And if I can give you one spiking idea, you take him home and you run it, boom! That's it. You're just one spike away. That's why it's so important to be equipped with the know-how. Not just telling you the answers, but connecting the dots every step of the way so that it makes sense. So this is what I'm offering you tonight. So please pay attention right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Check this out. You're going to fire away yes. I'm going to see a yes, 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 yes. And keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Wow, we got a really fantastic bunch of audience tonight. And coming from different parts of the world. I know we also have a bunch of friends coming from the Money Show. Welcome on board. We just met last week, and probably tonight is the first time you hear me speaking about connecting the dots. We have our students among us. Thank you for coming back. It is it's a revision for you to strengthen connecting the dots. And some of you, perhaps it's the first time you're meeting me tonight. I warmly welcome you. All right. Now, don't be turned off because I'm shouting away and asking you type yes or are you ready? But this is the nature. You need to be psychologically super strong to be ready for the market. So with that in mind, woohoo! We're going to talk about the FDA coronavirus. From this time onwards, everything gets super serious. This is probably one of the best I put together. You'll be so strong in your conviction, nothing is going to break you. Not the boost, not the best. You're going to be 100% committed. We're going to talk about 3 things. What is warp speed? What is top 5? And what is the final race? I'm going to take it slow right now because this is a very important topic that will lead us to the live trading later on. And you must be fully committed. Check this out. What exactly is Operation Warp Speed? It accelerates COVID-19 vaccine development. 2 government agencies are funding it. Number 1, U.S. Department of Defense, otherwise known as the DoD. And number 2, the Department of Health and Human Services. These are the major arms of the government machinery coming to look at finding a cure. They use the word vaccine for coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19. First of all, you need to understand the whole process of finding a vaccine. Step one, you always start with the development process. What is the problem we're trying to solve? What is the disease we're trying to tackle? And this goes in sequential fashion, leading to step two, you put out a clinical trial. Now, clinical trial, there are three phases. Phase one, you start off with 30 human guinea pigs, or you call it the white mice. Phase two, you add one more zero. You expand it to 300 human guinea pigs. Phase three, 3,000, add one more zero. But this time round, for coronavirus, they've enlarged to beyond 3,000. They are looking for a pool of 30,000 human trials. Then once you completed the clinical trials, you move on to the next stage, whereby you manufacture the vaccine and you start the distribution to the hospitals, to the clinics, goes worldwide. Three sequential steps. Step one, development. Step two, clinical trials. Step three, manufacturing. You know what's happening at Operation Warp Speed? They are warping these three together, all at the same time. Never ever happened in the history of United States in the area of FDA. First time, three squeezed into one. Even as we speak, they are already building the factories. Even as we speak, they are pulling out the human trials for the guinea pigs. They are doing right now everything possible to merge the three phases at the same time. Now, everybody, we come in, we put on the role of an investor or trader. And how many of you tonight want to make money? Please say yes. I love to make money. Please say yes. Come on, type it away. If you don't wish to make money, you're in the wrong group tonight. Please say yes, you love to make money. Come on, love to make money. Now, you are in need here tonight because you love to make money. Come on, type it away. You love to make money. You love to make money. Now, when you see a slide like this, does it ring a bell? Let me do what is called a ring a bell. You are squeezing everything possible in what I've been teaching about the time squeeze theory. Everything squeezed to the same time frame. You're going to experience phenomenal explosive profits. Unprecedented. This never happens before. And when I show you this slide and the next slide that it goes, holy moly! We squeeze the time, and guess what it says? Another senior administration official said that the manufacturing capacity for 3 to 5 selected candidates will be advanced while those vaccine candidates are still in development. This is another hint to you, another outright clue to you, another obvious tip to you. There can only be maximum 5. And if you look at the universe of FDA stocks, how difficult can that be? And you just start this process of connecting the dots. You have 5 great candidates. Our job, we want to make money, is to narrow down and find these 5 guys. Next thing, look at the second red line below. Operation Warp Speed and the federal government, not the private companies or the public companies. They, the government, the US government, will be assuming the risk. And what does that mean? If they're going to assume the risk, come thunder, lightning, and rain, hell or heaven, everything must happen according to the schedule. This is unprecedented. And no one will tell you about this on a commercial perspective we putting on the eyes and the heads and the brains of an investor and trader looking at this problem. Unprecedented. Now, with this idea in mind, the government even tells you the time frame. Red box. What did it say? Operation Warp Speed hopes to have a vaccine by January 2021. Holy moly! Woo! And if you count right now, we are just like 2 weeks away from 1st of July. You have July, August, September, October, November, December. You have pure 6 months. Pure 6 months to be in the right place, right time, right season to play according to these stocks. So right now, with this background knowledge, you begin to understand, holy moly, our job becomes so important. We jolly well do or die, don't ask why, find the 5 guys. And everybody please say yes, come on. You got to find the 5 guys. But the question is how? Even you found it, what is your conviction level? Do you truly believe with 100% conviction these 5 stocks is going to help you make money? This is what we are here for tonight. And check this out. Based on Operation Warp Speed, ladies and gentlemen, my question is this. Do you sincerely believe that by January 2021, the delivery of COVID-19 vaccine, it is possible? And everybody please say, type in yes. You are right now looking at a factual time frame. No one else in the world in the next 10, 20 years, 30 years will tell you such a specific time frame. You have exactly 6 months. I'm telling you right now, 6 months to make this happen. Not 6 years, 6 months, not 6 decades, not 6 weeks, 6 months. That's it, done. Done deal. So first of all, you must truly believe 6 months this is going to happen. And I give you the basis, and you're going to start, your brain's going to start flying over the place, connecting the dots. But you need the second thing. Who are the top 5 candidates? Check this out. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Woohoo! And everybody please snap away. I'm going to show you beyond any shadow of doubt why these are the 5 stocks that's gunning for the finishing line. Starting with Astrazeneca, ticker symbol AZN. Next, Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol JNJ. Next, Merck, ticker symbol MRCK. Next, Moderna, mRNA. Last, Sanofi, SNY. You wrote it down. Let's right now go to the path to connect the dots. Check this out. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, intends to start a phase 3 trial of Moderna's vaccine in July, followed by an August trial of AstraZeneca vaccine, followed by a September study of Johnson & Johnson, a US government researcher told the newspaper. This is literally tell you head on, they have mapped out the months, starting from next month. That's why tonight's presentation is so time sensitive. Those miss out, that's it. They miss out forever because it's going to start, the whole game going to start from July onwards. Now, I also put down over here, right below Moderna, is partnering with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, otherwise known as the NIAID. Very important. Next, look at AstraZeneca. There's a logo, there's a symbol below it. And that is Oxford University. Everybody's partnering with somebody who is strong. And next, Johnson & Johnson. They got the FDA approval. 20 years. For what? Ebola virus disease. And they are thinking of solving the COVID-19 by changing the formula in the Ebola virus disease vaccine. 3 very strong candidates here line up in months of July, August, September. Now you know the names. Here we go. Woo! We're going to start studying each one of them individually and start building on connecting the dots so that you're fully committed. Step 1. We are looking at Moderna. They received $483 million from BARDA. BARDA stands for Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority. Now, cash in bank they have today, $1.7 billion. This guy is already with the cash. Step 2, they signed on a 10-year partnership agreement with Lonza, the number 1 pharmaceutical company out there in Switzerland. So that together they combine force, not for the research part of things, but let me tell you, it's for the marketing side of things. They're going to distribute this vaccine to every country across the planet. Number 3, what is their target? 1 billion doses of the vaccine per year. Holy moly. And you know what's the number 1 problem they are trying to solve right now? They are undecided on the pricing per dose. If they are selling 1 dose for $10, that's a $10 billion revenue per year. If they sell this dose for $100 for the first year, that's $100 billion. And everybody knows that it's a commercial world out there. When it's in need, you buy a piece of umbrella. When it's raining, it's going to cost you much more when it's on a bright and sunny day. Same principles apply here. We got to be mature about it. These are commercial, public listed companies. And they stated very clearly, they need to make money. They cannot be giving it away for free. So number 1 candidate, Moderna. Woohoo! Number 2, Astrazeneca. Now for Astrazeneca, they got even more money. Blind me. They got $1.2 billion from the Department of Health and Human Services. That's the US government for you, my friends. This is like double of what Moderna is receiving. Not only that, they have tied up with the number 1 player in India, Serum Institute of India. And they secured this partnership because why? India will be the gateway. This company, Serum Institute of India, is the gateway to all the developing countries in the world. They are already distributing drugs to all the developing countries. So it's a very smart strategic move. They are already thinking about the distribution. It's not just about finding the vaccine. That's done deal. Step 3, your target, 1 billion doses per year. This is huge market. This is bigger than Viagra. Why? Viagra, you're reduced to just the male population. Whole world cut by half. This is male plus female, boys and girls, all the way to the elderly. Everybody needs a dose of the vaccine. So you have AstraZeneca, candidate number 2. Here we go. Candidate number 3, we are looking at Johnson & Johnson. Check this out. They have also received $500 million from BARDA. But they don't really need to go out there to forge any more partnership. Why? Because they've done so well for finding the cure and the vaccine for the Ebola virus disease. Right now, they are changing the formula from the Ebola vaccine so that the formula is suited for the COVID-19 infection. And that's what they are doing right now. So brilliant. One more step. And their target, 1 billion doses per year on the first year. And subsequently, with the expansion of their facility, they're going to sell much, much more. That is candidate number 3 for you. And here we go. How about candidate number 4, Merck? Woohoo! Merck, not received any money yet, but they are on the lineup. And because of this, they partner with IAVI together they come to solve this problem about COVID-19. And then from there, you move on down, they are also looking at 1 billion doses per year. So all this put together, Merck is still a very strong candidate. And that's candidate number 4. Check this out. Candidate number 5. This is a French company. Now, this is a strange thing right now. What is the strange thing right now? The thing is this. They received $30 million, like kind of a saving grace kind of funding money. And because of that, they got pressured by their very own government in France. Hey, what? Do you need to put in $675 million into the research and development? So look on the extreme right, the article from Wall Street Journal. What does it say here over here? Bows to France demand for coronavirus vaccine supplies. And because of that, they have to be committed. So, boys and girls, please don't get distracted in your chat room over there. We are talking about connecting the dots. We are not even talking about execution of strategies. So, please stop that, please. May I appeal to you? You are distracting the rest. Focus on getting the dots correct first. That's the reason why you are losing money, because your foundation is not strong. I'm telling you, Kelvin. So from here, we connected the 5 guys together. And guess what? I need to show you who is really a strong candidate among the 5. This is like super, super important. Who is really a strong candidate among the 5? Now, right over here, you need to understand the power play behind it. And what is the power play behind it? Check this out. Over here, President Trump named this gentleman, Moncef Slaoui, a venture capitalist who was a long time as executive at GSK, and most recently, a board member for Moderna. Check this out. This is very powerful information. That's the reason why Moderna can, out of the spotlight, he just prop up. This is a small company, but overnight, he's getting all the spotlight because they have a very powerful board member here. And what did Donald Trump say about this? He was asked about the $1 billion grant to Astrazeneca, and he said this, that there will be big announcements within the next few weeks or so about the treatment of therapeutic developments. And next few weeks is like what? You know, this article is like, wow! It's just in May, end of May, 21st of May, and it's going to be coming out very soon. So let's check this out. One more piece, very important. The big takeaway. And he's saying from the CEO, Dr. Tony Fauci, has said that when they did the vaccine for SARS, it took them 20 months to go from the sequence of a virus to starting a clinical trial. But in Moderna's case, it took them 63 days. Just 2 months to go from sequence of a virus to starting injecting a human being. Wow. You got to see this, man. Because if you are not seeing this, you wouldn't have the foundation. You wouldn't be committed. You're just every day asking about cows and bulls. They're so childish. You need to get the facts right first. You need to be very strong in connecting the dots, or else you cannot last this game. Now, over on the right-hand side, Israel signs with Moderna for potential COVID-19 vaccine. They haven't found the solution yet. You know what? They got ready customers knocking on the doors. And this is very, very powerful stuff. Now, with this idea in mind, let me ask you right now. We covered the 5 stocks for COVID-19. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can you please type yes over there? Come on. Now, this is the foundation. And we are just warming up right now. Because when we are warming up, later on, we're going to go to the exact strategy. How are we going to deploy these 5 stocks? Maybe 1 stock, maybe 2 stocks, maybe none of them at all. We have not arrived at the part yet. I need you guys to hold your horses. Because without this very strong foundation, you wouldn't dare to do it. And I want you to pay attention, because next thing we're going to talk about is the final race. Everybody please say final race. Woo! Come on, final race. Final race. I'm going to type up final race right now in my chat. Final race. This final race will secure everything you need to have for the next 6 months. That's it. Done. It's done. Woo! And when we talk about the final race, check this out. Wow. Step 1. We use this word called accelerate because there are 3 major final races we need to complete. Final race number 1, look at the header, it's called accelerate. What does accelerate means? Let's read together the red box. The pandemic is teaching FDA new ways to accelerate and prioritize certain reviews that could be implemented broadly. So what they've gone through right now with the 5 pharmaceutical companies, they realize that they could be more productive, more efficient, they could be faster, better, cheaper in everything that they do. What they have done in the past, they're going to make it better. Keyword is accelerate. It also means that, woo! Ladies and gentlemen, every pharmaceutical stocks for the next 3 years is on the path of acceleration. Everyone going to be so good in getting clinical trials approved in a much shorter time. This is what this is all about. That's why the season right now is about pharmaceutical stocks. This is only number 1 for the final race. Check this out. Ah! Number 2. This article came out from New York Times and is saying this. Slowing the coronavirus is actually speeding up the spread of other diseases. Nobody talks about this. And I'm preparing you for wave number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, all the way to 10, 20, 30, 40, the next few waves. It's not about coronavirus. We got blindsided right now. Because according to this article, it's saying that of the 29 countries that have currently suspended measles campaign because of the pandemic, 18 are already reporting outbreaks. Holy moly. And an additional 13 countries are considering postponement. This is really like 21. It's almost out of the 29. And according to the Measles and Rubella Initiative, 178 million people are at risk of missing the measles shots in 2020. Whoa! What does that mean? Because they are saying in the red box right now, the risk is so great, it is an epidemic in a few months' time that will kill more children than COVID-19. I need to slow down right now. I'm getting emotional. You know, that's the thing. The role that we play is so important as an investor, as a trader. You guys do not know the responsibility, the moral responsibility that you're carrying. You're going out there just to make quick money, but you don't forget the fact that for every investment trade that you put into, number 1, you're helping all these FDA stocks to accelerate, to speed up, to kick ass, to find a cure much faster. That's why for all the stocks, I'm always very selective. I don't put my money into gambling stocks, casino stocks. I'm very selective because I want to do good at the same time. So do you. You want to become an investor, but you want to do good at the same time. This is the season. And that's the reason why even as we invest into FDA stocks, you already know these companies, they are not just solving COVID-19 for now. There's a wave 2, another disease. There's a wave 3, another disease. There's a pandemic number 4, another disease. You're in this for the long haul. That's the reason why you must up your knowledge. When? Tonight. Starting from now. You need to feel the pressure. Why you need to be part of this wave. And you need to do good. look over here. How many out there is in need of us? And that's why my hairs will start to stand. I'm only on final race number 2. And with final race number 2, here we go. Final race number 3, I call it pump. Donald Trump is the pump. Because he just announced yesterday, he's going to ramp up $1 trillion for the purpose of building up the infrastructure to spur the economy. And we've gone through that in the webinar series where I talk about the death of George Floyd. And you know who's in charge? He's both lieutenants, Commerce Secretary and Treasury Secretary. And it's overseen by who? CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink. This is all part of the game plan. And you're right now in the month of June, counting down to the 3rd of November. Can you please type down 3rd of November? Holy moly, just type down 3rd of November. Come on! Woo! Please type down 3rd of November. Oh, you guys are not working hard enough, not working fast enough. Come on, 3rd of November. Type it down. Fire off away. 3rd of November. Woo! What exactly is the 3rd of November? It is the US presidential election. And can you see it right now? When I connect the dots this way, you're going to have unbelievable conviction about what? You have a COVID-19 vaccine on the way. And after you solve that problem, you got more problems, more diseases to solve, and you're still printing money. They printed 4 trillion. They're going to print another 1 trillion. And all this boils down to 3rd November. And if you combine all these dots together, you are seeing nothing more than this 3-letter word. It's called 10x. And everybody please say 10x! It's 10x! This is the perfect storm for a 10x. Never before the conditions are so conducive for a 10x. Everything coming together. And he will lift up the stock market. Why? He needs to win, man. If he doesn't win, he's going to be in big trouble. He needs to go all out. He doesn't dare, he's not in the race half-hearted. He's going all out. You guys need to understand the mechanics of politics. And that's why this is the season where you will never have a beautiful 6 months of your life like this. Unprecedented. So we are looking at 10x, and here we go. Woo! We put all these dots together for you tonight, making sure that your foundation is strong. And not just rumor mongering, not just another friend giving you some tips. No, you're standing on very strong foundation. That's why this is a season of the FDA coronavirus. This is a very important season. And with that in mind, check this out. Here we go. We are done on COVID-19. But the problem is this. You have the idea. You have the foundation. Most people have too. But you know what? They don't have the concept of wealth. This is what's killing them. This is what's stopping someone who is intelligent, who is smart ass, but he's not putting on the wealth psychology to look at all these opportunities in front of him. That is the reason why over here, whoa! You need to think about the 3 directions, the 3 wealth trilogy, starting with direction. And I'm going to go through here. Again, this is foundation block. You know, recently I completed a class. And based on the questions the students were asking me, I know the foundation is not strong. And if you think this is simple knowledge and you just give it a pass, you're not paying attention 100%, too bad. Your foundation will always be weak. And you're always asking about names of individual stocks. That's why you got killed. So hear me out. Pay attention right now. How to make money in 3 directions. Most people still can't get this right. Stocks and cryptos, you can only make money in 1 direction, going up, right? And with that, options, you can make money in 3 directions, up, down, and sideways. So this is important. But the problem is this. If you were to make money in 3 directions, what you need to have a lot of is called miracles. Because your timing must be precise. And if your timing is wrong, you get killed in the 3 directions as well. Are you with me? That's the reason why, even though you have this idea about direction, you're not knowing enough in depth. What do I mean by that? Because what you truly need today, ladies and gentlemen, is wisdom. And wisdom comes from what? Every day, you're exercising your ability to connect the dots. And initially, it's going to be tough. You may find it, wow, Clemen, this is so difficult. I can't connect the dots. That's where I come in to play the role of your coach. You come and watch my webinar. I show you the steps. And you start to strengthen your wisdom by connecting the dots, connecting more dots. Because today I'm only sharing with you a very limited time. And you're going to go out there with your wonderful ideas. You're going to connect more dots. You're going to strengthen this entire thesis. That's why with more wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have more miracles that's going to happen to every single instrument that you put into, whether it's the stocks, options, or cryptos. You start off with wisdom. So I want to encourage you, please type out wisdom and please enjoy the pursuit of wisdom. Come on, type it out right now, wisdom, mama. You're going to type out wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. This is so important. That's the reason why we go into the market always in the pursuit of wisdom. You must get this right. And the moment you're not understanding the dots, you're just jumping into specific stocks. That's it, out. I know your foundation is not strong. I want to encourage you, slow down, connect the dots first, build out your wisdom, and miracles shall rain down upon you. And here we go. What is the market direction right now? I'm going to take a quick vote because, I presented some very important facts tonight. And based on what I share until this point in time right now, you type in, do you believe the market is up or down or sideways? 3 choices. Type in right now. Put in your answers. Is it up, down, or sideways? Fire off a ray right now. Woo! Type down your answer. Do you think it's up, down, or sideways? Up, down, or sideways? Just type it out right now. Type it out right now. Come on, come on, come on. Type it out right now in your chat. Whoa, type it out right now. Come on, type it out right now. I can't see your typing right now. Type it out, type it out. Here we go. Okay, you're typing it away. And I can't see your chat. I can't see your chat. I need to see your chat right now. Oops. I want to double check. Am I seeing your chat right now? Am I seeing your chat right now? Come on, fire off away, fire off away. Fire off away. Let me see your chat right now. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. I can hear you. Okay, here we go. Our contents are too heavy. Are you ready? Are you guys back? They can't handle my slides. My slides, the contents are too powerful. The system has to hang. Okay, we are back in action. Now, let me rephrase one more time. We left off just now on what do you think is the market direction right now? And I couldn't see your answers. I need to see your answers right now. Please type in right now. What do you think is the market right now? Up, down, or sideways? Fire up away. I need to see answer. Come on. Woo! Wow. The system can't handle my voice. Okay, we are seeing different kind of answers, right? Fire away, up, down, or sideways. Now, this is very important because this is a test of your conviction. And I'm seeing a great mix of between up, down versus sideways, up, down versus sideways. And when we put all this package together, we connect the dots and we are getting different answers. Do you know why? Let me slow down right now. Ladies and gentlemen, same information, different interpretation. And that's the challenge. Every trader out there is going through this struggle. Same information, different interpretation. All right? And I put together all these thoughts from COVID-19 all the way to Donald Trump presidential election, 3rd of November. Now, with that idea in mind, I'm not going to tell you answers right now. We're coming to that during the live trading. And check this out. I'm going to change over my slides at this moment so that you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Here we go. What is the market direction? You're going to think about it and check this out. Second thing we're going to talk about is called leverage. Now, what exactly is leverage? And I always start off with how to recover from a loss. This is very, very important, all right? So, check this out. Stock price goes down 50%. Now, price from $100 dropped to $50. Right now, you are sitting on paper losses down 50%. Yeah? And once you're down 50%, for $50 to go back to $100, what? You need to up 100%. And you need to up 100%. Check this out. Okay, everybody, can you see me right now? Can you just refresh? Moderators, please tell them to refresh. Moderators, come on, moderators, tell them to refresh. Okay, are we back? You guys are right now distracted, man. Okay, if you are back, can you please say yes? Type in on the chat, say yes, so that I can continue. If you are back and okay, please type in yes. And for the rest of you, please refresh your browser. You'll be right fine, all right? Just refresh your browser. You'll be doing just right fine, okay? Okay, you can definitely see my slides. And there we go. So what I'm saying over here is we will need 100% more effort just to break even, right? From your drop of $50 back to $100, that's 100% more effort. But if you want to recover from a loss, you got to have a better way. We call it the and here we go. Make use of leverage to accelerate your recovery. Now, if you want to make use of leverage to accelerate your recovery, check this out. Okay, let me slow down right now. There's many people firing off. Can you guys see my slides? Okay, let me get out of my slides and go in again. Hello, everyone. I see many people firing off away on the chat. I just want to make sure you're stable first. Cool down, relax. You're right now looking at my full picture. Can you see my full picture right now? Yes? Okay, thank you. You can stop typing already because I need to make sure everybody is fine. If you can't see my face right now, you just got to refresh, all right? Very good, very good. So moderators, are you there? All good? I need some response from the moderators. Hello? Okay, are we ready? Can we start right now? Okay, it's okay right now? That's good. All right, thank you. If you're okay, don't have to type anymore. I know you're fine. All right. Just refresh, you'll be fine. Now you're looking at my full picture. There's no slides yet. I just turned on my full picture. Okay, I need you to respond to me and need you to respond to me, all right? Okay, we're going to start right now. Okay, looks like everybody's fine. Thank you. Just be patient with it. And don't have to spam the wall, right? Please don't have to spam the wall. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. Let's start right now. Here we go. And I'm going back to my slides here. Check this out. All right. So right now we're going to start on the $500 investment. Okay. Moderators, can you tell them to stop typing already so that we can focus on the slides? Moderators. Welcome back. Are you ready? Awesome. You guys must be the most crazy people across the planet. We do a major shift from another platform into Zoom. And you know what? Every one of you are right here and we didn't lose anybody. Please give yourself a big round of applause. Oh my God, this is amazing. You guys are the best. Oh my God, you guys are the best. All right. Now, it was in a mess just now, and I just need to say 3 things to make this right. All right. So everybody just focus on me, and I don't want anyone to get distracted. So you are right now just chatting directly with me. All right. If you chat, you're going to see me, and I appreciate your message. Thank you very much. Okay. So stay calm. Right now, we're going to stay on. We're going to start the presentation. Before I do that, I think it's important that I say 3 things. Number 1, you know, we can tell just now it was a big technical glitch, and I sincerely apologize for that. I think that's the last time we are ever going to use that platform. So please spread that word. That platform is bad. All right. And that's it for the vendor. We give them 3 chances. Tonight is the third chance that we give them, and that's it. They have used up all their cards already. Gone. Number 2, during the confusion just now, I made a comment that asking the moderators to remove those of you who are spamming the wall, and we can tell those who are really kind and sincere, you are just trying to help us along, but the rest is like some just went ballistic, spamming the wall all over. And you know, if you feel offended, I ask the moderators to remove the spammers, then I say sorry to you. But I hope you also say sorry to the community that you have an obligation. Whatever you type is distracting the rest. So if I am big-hearted enough to say sorry to you, would you mind you say sorry to the rest because you spammed the wall really bad just now? All right? So you know who I'm talking about. Most of you guys are very good. And number 3, sometimes in the public event like this, you know, we encounter different groups of people. Your reaction is the same in the stock market or the cryptos market or the options market. All right, and that is kind of a self-revelation for you. Don't take it too hard. I do not know who you are personally. You don't have to be angry with me. Life goes on for me, all right? But what I truly want to get out of today's webinar is, I think the timing is so important. We are on 17th of June. If I delay any further in sharing this, you know, you're going to miss out altogether. All right. So I said the 3 things ready. So are you ready? Are you finally ready? All right. That is the most important. All right. And if you are ready, then we can switch over to the main presentation. And I'm perfectly comfortable using Zoom for my presentation, and let's do it. We start off just now when we are talking about leverage, and I think that is a very important part we need to address. And let's come back to the slides right over here. All right, so I'm going to switch my screen right now, and let's do the screen share. All right, awesome. So I'm going to do a screen share of this, and let me just do some adjustment, and we'll be right fine. Okay, very good. So we stopped just now on this part where we are looking at the comparison between a stock investor versus an options trader. All right, and I think this is a part that I think most people neglected, and if you can't handle the risk on this component, there's no way that you can trade alongside with me tonight. And I'm committed to trade with you on how many stocks? How many stocks? Say 5 stocks, all right? We're going to trade 5 stocks together today. And first of all, we need to put up this slide to help you understand the concept of risk. And you don't going to go out, put into whatever stocks that we are buying tonight. But first, you have to understand the concept of risk. So on the left-hand side, if you're a stock investor, stock price is $10, you buy 50 shares, and that's it. You use up your entire $500. On the right-hand side, if you're a stocks options trader, then what's going to happen is that you're going to buy 5 contracts. Each contract is about 100 shares. That's already $500 multiplied by the premium of 1. So you use up your $500 as well. Now, this part here, I think, is really the foundation. And I can tell you, most people just neglect this because it got to deal with the risk. Most people come in the market, they are just thinking about rewards. They don't think about risk. So when things goes wrong, they go berserk. They cannot handle their psychology. So stock price goes up $2. You make straight away a realized profit of $100 because your pure profit of $2 multiplied by 50 shares, that's $100 pure profit. Now for options, we're going to show you tonight, for a stock price going up about 2, options premium goes up roughly about 2 as well, right? Sometimes more, sometimes less. So the options premium will hit 3. You achieve a net pure profit of 2, multiplied by 5 contracts, multiplied by 100 shares, you achieve a pure profit of $1,000. This is very important. And that's what we call 10x, all right? So this is a 10x we are talking about. And if you understand about a 10x, then let's make use of this 10x leverage to fulfill our whole entry into FDA stocks, our whole entry leading to US presidential election. And what if your direction is wrong? So this is the part we're going to deal with tonight. If your direction is wrong, then jolly well, let's take a look at what I went through myself for 2008 financial crisis. Check this out. So 2008 financial crisis is 45 degrees down. Now I want you to look at the bottom here. Look at the bottom on the x-axis. It starts from October and it persists to the next year, October. All right? So it's about 1 year. And if you look at coronavirus, we start from March. We have to think all the way to next year about beginning of April to fulfill that 1 year. So in this 1 year period, you're going to have major like ups and downs, and people will say that there's a V recovery, then it's going to drop again, V recovery, then it's going to drop again. And finally, the whole thing will just collapse. Now, this is our benchmark for 2008. In drawing from what we're going to learn right now for 2020, all right? Now, but what I learned back then in 2008 financial crisis was, I was so sucked into it, I missed out the opportunities. What kind of opportunities? Check this out. During the crisis, when it's going down, wow! Bitcoin actually went up. By how much? By 10 times in 10 days. And that's what we call 10x. Check this out. And this is exactly the same period right now. Everybody going to get distracted whether the market is going up or down. But you have 1 in 100 years a coronavirus stock for you to play. And everybody plays that. Yes! You're having this one opportunity. Unbelievable. One opportunity in your lifetime, all right? So those of you in the Zoom chat, I'm going to open up. I just urge you, do not put in anything unnecessary so that we can really focus, all right? Can I have your permission on that? Then we put everybody on the public, all right? Thank you very much, and that's good. Here we go. We can see everybody right now, and you're able to chat with everybody right now. Thank you very much, all right? So keep it going, keep it positive. So this is what I'm talking about. Right now, we are looking at all this distraction. We want to stay focused on coronavirus, COVID-19 stocks. And I map out the strategy, we connected the dots, yep? So with that in mind, that means to say, then the idea of selecting which instruments to go in becomes very critical. So you heard me mention about the 5 coronavirus stocks, but the problem is this. Which one do you go in with stocks? Which one do you go in options? And cryptos we put aside because I just finished the $250,000 trading on Bitcoin already. We put that aside. We just look at stocks and options. Now, if you talk about Moderna, are you going to buy stocks or options? If you talk about Astrazeneca, are you going to buy stocks or options? This is the part most people got stuck. They got stuck on this part. And as a result, they cannot read their 10x. And I want to slow down on this particular slide so that you focus on how the hell are you going to make 10x even though you know there's 5 great stocks? Do you think it's so easy to make 10x? Because the selection of the wrong calls or the selection of the wrong instrument, that's it. Game over again. You can never make a 10x, right? So I'm going to slow down at this particular part and show you. Tonight, we're going to live trade the ultimate strategy all the way to 2022. And with that, we're going to jump straight into the strategy portion. Now, the strategy portion, I'm going to slow down again because there's always 4 things that we need to do. Insider trading, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and alerts. So let me give you a quick reminder right now. Insider trading is the backbone of everything that requires for a 10x return. And everybody please say 10x, 10x. You want 10x? You need insiders. You're not looking at insiders, you must be joking today, all right? Because insiders are the one that will cause the price to move. And let me ask you a very critical question. Ladies and gentlemen, who is the greatest insider of them all? Who is the greatest insider of them all? Type in your answers right now. Type it in right now. Type it in right now. And all of you getting different answers again. Same question, but different answers again. What's going on? Okay. And the question is who? Not which, but who is a human being. Who is the greatest insider of all? Come on, you got to do better than this. And it's none other than the President of the United States of America. This is the #1 insider. That's the reason why everything that you do for connecting the dots, if you cannot connect back to Trump, somewhere in your analysis is wrong. And I'm going to prove to you, all right? So from here, check this out. Here we go. Insiders. We are talking about billionaires, millionaires, and the whales, but the greatest of them all in this season of our life is none other than Donald Trump. Now, if you look at Donald Trump, then jolly well, look at the sovereign wealth funds, billionaires, and millionaires. Every one of them are held hostage by the president, including external countries like China. That's how powerful it is. And if you have this backdrop in your mind, thinking about, okay, what's going to happen then? Keep this idea in your mind. Don't let it go. And all these great insiders, we call it the top 100 whales over here, from the likes of Warren Buffett. He was being teased, or Donald Trump make a remark about Warren Buffett, saying he made the first big mistake in his career. Well, why would the president say that? Because the president knows what's going to happen next. Whether he's going to use the government machinery to prime up the airline stocks, they got many cards on their tables for them to do so. Then if you look at Carl Icahn, who is this guy? Let me tell you who is this guy. He's the good friend of Donald Trump. And you also have to map out among the top 100 billionaires or top 100 whales who are on his side and who is against him, right? Then you know how to align your position for the various stocks we are talking about. And just now, I give you a great hint. The guy who sits on the board of Moderna, that is Donald Trump's good friend. That's why he's been appointed by the government to oversee the distribution of all this government funding. And Moderna, hello, holy moly, he's the first one to get the money. First company to get the money, 400 million plus, right? And over here, Bill Ackman, another guy who's playing the game with the government all the time. Check this out. Over here, we have this very interesting article whereby, you know, he's saying he's going to find another great 10x company, 10x stocks. And then we check back on our data right over here. Look on the extreme right. You're seeing at the bottom 39.15 million, right? We are tracking basically how he goes about, deploying his capital into any of the stocks that he's playing. And this is the part whereby we have the data to reverse engineer all these strategies used by all these big guys. We reverse engineer the whole process simply by doing what? Tracking the trail of money. So from 39.15 million number of shares, he sold a little bit to 26.1.5. Then he sold a little bit, dropped to 20.8, dropped to 19, dropped to 18.34 million over here. You can see my mouse. And finally, he sold a little bit more until Q1 2020. He left with 15 million number of shares. But guess what? On 4th of May, he rammed it up 2 times, increased to 29 million shares. This is the kind of data we love to see. This is the kind of data you must go and track on. And the moment you see, your thesis become very strong. So back then when I shared about QSR, those of you who went in with me, you're sitting on paper profits right now. And it's like very beautiful paper profits. I just take out my app. I look at my position on QSR. Let me take a quick check, all right? So QSR right now, I'm up about 12%, all right? And I got different position. And this is very important. You straight away follow insider. From the moment of entry, you're already into paper profits. This is what I'm talking about right now. All right, so that's the reason why, if you look over here, those of you who say, I want to do a long-term investment, but if your entry straight away causes you to be a negative position, you're stuck. And it's very painful. You have to go through the pains of the psychology of a losing position, right? So with that in mind, that is the whole focus right now we're talking about for coronavirus stocks. We're going to get ourselves into a position like this. So are you excited or not? Hello, are you excited or not? If you're excited, please say yes. Finally, you can say yes right now. Oh my God, you guys are still alive. Praise the Lord, man. You guys are so good. Okay, so you got all these ideas there, and we're going to continue. We have fundamental analysis. That's basically like, studying the fundamentals, or some of you call it value investing. Some of you talk about it as a purely looking at FA perspective, all right? And there are many words to describe this. So what exactly is all about? So I captured this right here. The way we do fundamental analysis is very clean. We basically make use of our robots to do the rough work. Because if you are a human, you're studying 10,000 companies, you are not going to have a clear mind after reading the 10,000 companies report. Let me tell you, you'll go bonkers. The word is called bonkers. You need a machine to do that part of the FA for you. We call it fundamental analysis. Now, how we do that? Check this out. I'm going to take out my pen right now. I'm going to show you exactly how we make use of a robot to do that. Oops, hang on in there. I'm trying to draw. Why is my annotation not allowing me to draw? Oops. Let me see what is the situation here. Can you guys see my screen perfectly okay, or let me reduce it back again? I think I use my cursor better, all right? So let me just adjust back, make sure it's really nicely aligned. Okay, look over here. What is this 9.8? You can see my mouse 9.8. That's basically teaching our robot how to read fundamental analysis. It's as simple as that. And we apply a scoring card to it. Perfect score is 10. Fundamental for this guy, 9.8, very powerful score. And we also put in our secret ingredients inside there. How about if you are fundamentally strong and ready to spike? Let me slow down and ask you again. How about if our robot can tell you this stock is fundamentally strong and ready to spike? That's what we did with our robot. 9.8 score. And the rest becomes very easy, because the rest, I merely just put, okay, how much money goes into Apple the last quarter? January, February, March. $24.9 billion. That's a lot of crazy money, right? And we also teach our robot, why don't you go and spy on the options market? And that's what we got right over here. We have 35 calls that contract more than 10,000 open interest versus 39 calls, 39 puts that have 10,000 open interest or more. So if you have 35 versus 39, you know right now in the options market, people are more bearish about Apple. It's very easy. And all this is all part of FA. And another thing about FA is, look at the chart for the past 1 year. Is it trending up? We even teach our robot how to do that, so that humanly we don't make an emotional mistake. You know what's the meaning of an emotional mistake is? Sometimes you want the stock chart to go up, you just imagine it to be going up, even though it's going down. How many of you know what I'm talking about here? You start to suffer from hallucination. Are you with me? That's the reason why you need to have robot to take these emotions away. And we train, please tell me, is it trending up for the past 1 year? And he says, yes. That's why this button appears right here. Beautiful stuff. Next, how about the most recent spikes? We are looking at the past 5 major announcements. Major news trigger. Did the stock price spike up? And out of the 5 recent news, 4 out of 5 is spike up. This is a very good candidate. That means this guy loves to spike up. That's what we are talking about right here. And that's give us a very clear insight of what we call FA. And another part of our FA is we even calculate the statistics. Now, what do I mean by the statistics? This is like a big, big word, right? So over here, check this out. It has, out of 50 times of the news event, spike up 49 times. This is like 100% sniper, you know, it's a 98, but 98 times it's going to spike. And it's going to spike. We always give it 3 windows. Is it 3 weeks? Is it 3 months? Or is it 1 year? And since you guys already started by telling me you want to invest long term, what is waiting for 3 weeks? What is waiting for 3 months? And what is waiting for 1 year? Are you with me? Yes or no? That's why our robots tell you straight away. You don't even need to second guess whether the guy is going to go up or not. Straight away takes out all your emotion. And that's beautiful stuff, right? And from there, we're going to tell you, okay, right now stock price 352. Do you want to buy today? And we start to connect the dots. And then how about the different news covering from 16 June to 17 June? There are 9 pieces of news. We even know during the time period how many news were talking about Apple. And all this is not using human beings. You need a robot to work for you, to take the human emotions out of the way. All right? And with that, here we go. We got done this, we done this, and we done this. And let me show you the latest thing. Are you ready? We are upgrading all the time, man. We are going crazy. The latest thing is, holy moly! We just added this function as of this afternoon, right this afternoon. See this blue dot over here? So Warren Buffett has been buying up Apple shares, but he stopped buying this quarter. It's Q1, January, February, March. He stopped buying already. That's why there's no blue dot. But for a person like Nick Schomer, he is still building up his stakes. He bought another $500 million. So his total right now is 5.2. So this 528 million is inside the 5.2 billion. So you have straight away a correlation. What is his thesis right now? Is he still building up? Because without all these wheels coming in, you cannot create big ripples. That's why Nick Schomer, number 2 on our top 100 money managers, he's moving in $500 million. And then you see Kenneth Fisher, stuck at 3.8, just like Warren Buffett, just starts collecting dividends. He has built up, finished his portfolio, right? And how about David Shaw? He increased by another 300 million. So previously was 1.2 billion, and he up again. So I want you to see very carefully right here. People are buying as the price goes up, not when it goes down. Please get it right. That's why many people misinterpreted the intention of Warren Buffett. They thought his old man is always buying on the cheap. Wrong. When the 4 airline stocks go down, he exited. He prefers to buy as the price goes up so that he can build a momentum to create what we call a beautiful 45-degree stock chart. And right now, once we put this data over here, it becomes even more clear. How many of you agree with me that this blue dot is very helpful? Can you please say something on the chat right now? Is this blue dot helpful to you or not? Please say something. Holy moly. And we just got to keep improving on the product, constantly improving on it. And this is like a major, boom, wow. It's like a mind opener, right? And you start to see this little move, such a big change in your decision. And from here, look at James Simon, 264 million, they increase another 63 million. And then you begin to develop a feeling for all this data. Wow, look over here. Stephen Cohen. Previously was 0.2 million. This time around, he ramped it up to 42.4 million. This is beautiful stuff. What you need to see is this kind of data. And these are just our top 100 money managers. I haven't shown you the universe of money managers. How about Nuveen Asset Management? 8.4 billion, baby. 8.4 billion, one trade in that quarter, Q1, January to March. And I haven't even clicked on the view recent quarter plus sign here. Because when I click on this, you're going to go crazy. All the big wheels that are coming in to buy Apple shares, you're going to see them exactly clearly. So this is what we are doing. And we are just talking about FA right now. Fundamental analysis. From there, we move on to technical analysis. This is another big topic because I know there are many technicians out there. You love to play the charts, the stochastics, the RSI, the blue line, red line, cross, green line. By the way, you know, I think I'm a little bit qualified to talk about this because I spent 3 years of my life doing what? Technical analysis. Until I was completely changed. I say those are lagging indicators. It's not going to help me get a breakthrough. Because the breakthrough I wanted to catch is what? When is the stock price going to spike? Show me a technical indicator that can tell you when the stock price is going to spike. Please show me one. And I can tell you there's none. Zero. Zero technical indicator. Why? Because it is a lagging indicator. The only one that's leading the indicator, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the world of insider trading. And the first candidate here is none other than Warren Buffett with his Berkshire Hathaway company. This is the guy that pushed the price of Apple up. Back in the days when he started to build up his stake in Apple, starting with 123 million, starting with this next quarter, 600 million. Can you see just on these 2 quarters alone, the price of Apple starts to ramp up. Then he increased to 5 billion, followed by another 12.39 billion. Apple shares start to shoot up again because he's just buying. Then he followed by another, what is this, 2.2 billion. Then he ramped it up with a further, what is this? Wow, 100 million. And finally, when his first time he sold at $549 million worth of Apple shares, that is his first intrinsic value. So if you want to talk about support resistance line, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see this. Everything is the backdrop of the insiders. It's not the lagging indicator. The insiders are the leading indicator. And we just have to plot their purchase on the chart. You're going to see why a company will have 45 degrees moving up and away. And they'll just keep buying it as it's more expensive, more expensive, more expensive. Nick Schomer just demonstrated to you tonight the latest blue dot data. We just shown it to you. So we completed on technical analysis. And here we go. We also have alerts analysis. Basically, it's all about news. Now, when we are talking about news over here, we're talking about all kinds of news that's going to help us connect the dots leading to a major spike. So check this out. What kind of news? Oh, on our platform, we go to the popular spikes. Popular spikes right there, and here we go. Once we click on popular spikes, we are tracking like what kind of spike? Wow. We are tracking like insiders like CEO resignation, COO, chairman, earnings analyst, FDA, public offering, buyback strategy, bonds, delisting, dividends, M&A, IPO. And I can tell you, we've done a fairly good job here, right? I'm very confident of that. I put on board 17 years of experience to track every single possible event that can cause the stock price to spike. I can tell you confidently, most of them, 99.9%, are already on our platform. That's why news alerts, very important. And the moment you have news, like over here, we captured 17 news over a duration like 1st May to 15 May. Can you see the kind of news that we have over here? Wow, from different sources like Bloomberg, Reuters, CNBC, Yahoo Finance, and so on. We captured every single one of them here. CNN, Forbes, The Verge, Reuters, and then Yahoo Finance, TechCrunch, Bloomberg Law, and then you have what? Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, CNBC. Everything we captured right over here. And thereby, we are able to complete the 4 bases of analysis. Now, we're going to give you a 4-letter word right now. Are you ready? And everybody please say fiat. Come on, fire up away. Woo! Because you need to understand that it's all about money. And once you understand it's all about money, then you think about fiat, you cannot run away from the 4 things we just done. Fundamental, insider, alerts, and technical analysis. And we put together, you can remember it for life, all right? So now I come to the part that's the most important, which is mapping out the strategy right now. Here we go. When I say map out the strategy, how do we do it by mapping out the strategy? So on the left-hand side, anything that we do, we apply fiat analysis. But the problem is this. Fiat analysis helps you to understand about a company, a public listed company like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and so on. But ultimately, when you are about to step into the market, you have to decide on what? Right here. You have to decide on, am I going to go in using cryptos, options, or stocks? You have to decide on the right instrument. And that's why once you decided on the right instrument to deploy your money to make more money, then finally you end off with a why. You say to yourself, yes, I've done everything I can to organize my chain of thoughts, connect the dots, apply my wisdom, and yes, I'm going to go in right now, 100% sure of what I'm doing. And I give you this word called cozy. So you have 2 very powerful words right now called fiat and cozy, and that means to say making money is really cozy. Everybody please say making money is really cozy. Come on! Making money is very cozy! Oh, come on, don't be lazy, don't be lazy. Type it away. Making money is really cozy. Come on. Now I'm coming to the crux already. And the crux is what? Tonight you know about the coronavirus stocks. And we map out for you very clear. The first wave of the pandemic is here. The second wave, third wave, fourth wave. There will be more and more epidemics coming on board. Simply because the world got distracted with coronavirus. The next one is measles. You read about it. You've seen it just now. And what's next after measles? Coronavirus may come back for the 3rd wave again. So all this is playing up to what? Check this out. It's all about FDA approval. And if you are not looking at FDA stocks this season, you miss out completely, just like how I missed out on Bitcoin back in 2008. And that will be my primary focus. Because I want to show you over here, the primary focus started from Bitcoin halving event. That's already passed, 12th of May. We already invested into Bitcoin. Me and my buddies, my buddies were all were like trading like few thousand Bitcoins, all right? And that's why the price is holding very strong right now, because all of us have deployed our position. We are standing still. We are hanging on for dear life. So we've done that already. Next, this is a season on FDA. Because you read just now, July is who? Moderna. August is Astrazeneca. And September is Johnson & Johnson. We remap out the months for you, all the way to September. And come this, what is this date? 3rd of November, the presidential election. You got, right now, you know what? If you come all the way to October 7, 8, 9, 10, you got 4 great months. 4 great months leading the election. You cannot get it wrong anyway. The guy just like to print money, another 1 trillion on the paper right now. And once you complete November, then we arrive at when? What about this date? This date is called, check this out. This date is called when Bitcoin reaches 100,000, and that will be by August 2021. So many analysts already came out the report. I done the report myself as well, and I believe it's going to hit 100,000. That's why we are just waiting by August next year. And you got 2 10x already. 10x number 1 is your FDA. Your second 10x is your Bitcoin. And how about your third 10x? Holy moly. By then, you're going to have the digital yuan. The digital currency, the first in the world. Everybody already know about it, but they do not know the impact. Because the digital currency will drive all the way to February 2022, when Beijing will be celebrating the Winter Olympics. The whole world at a moment in time will be talking about digital currency. You miss this wave, you miss all the way. Because I am giving you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate 10x strategy for FDA. You've seen it already. And leading to presidential election, leading all the way to Beijing, you can decide right now. You want to be involved in cryptos, options, or stocks. And you just say yes. Everybody happy right now? Can you please say yes? Well, I'm so proud of you guys, man. You guys really migrated from another platform back to Zoom. I'm so proud of you, and I'm going to do a fabulous, great job for you, making sure you know every step of the way. You shall be rewarded. I'm so proud of you. All right, let's do it. Woo! And everybody please say yes. And once we say yes, holy moly. A quick advertisement time. A little bit more about myself, because tonight we have some new friends with us, and welcome those from Money Show, and welcome those from our Facebook group and so on. First time you're getting to know me. First of all, what you need to know is spiking is supported by National Research Foundation. We receive the taxpayers' money and go through the expert panel. 3 of the experts agree that we have a very powerful and viable commercial product. We have a strong technology behind it. And most importantly, among all the startups, we raised 3 rounds of funding: seed round, series pre-A round, and series A round. 3 rounds of funding. Let me tell you the lingo, right? When a startup says it has raised 3 rounds of funding, it means that it has burned a lot of cash. Can you all please type down burn cash? Come on, burn cash right now. Come on, do me a favor. You got to type in burn cash over there. B-U-R-N-T cash. 烧钱烧到疯掉了啊. And this is something like, not that I'm very proud of it, it's just that you need to know the platform that we built burned through 3 rounds of cash. And whether you're going to become a subscriber or not, we are already well funded. I want you to know. So it's not going to make a big change to spiking or not, but it's going to make a major change in your financial destiny. Because nobody is crazy enough to burn so much cash just to build an insider trading platform. We did it. And we are very confident of our product. All right. So we pick up a few awards like the Singapore Infocom Technology Federation Award. This is like a huge award, right? And we beat out 400 startups in Singapore to get the gold medal. We are one of the 20 hottest startups to watch. And in fact, recently Tech in Asia just released another report the 50 fintech companies to watch for. Spiking is one of them. And this is what I need you to know. It's not just about me being a speaker teaching you this. We are going to product development. So how about myself as a coach, as an advisor? So let me introduce to you two of my grandmasters here, my sifu, my teacher. All right, on the left is Tony Robbins. He changed my life when I was in university back then. I read his book, Unleash the Power Within. I attended the first Unleash the Power Within, Walk the Fire seminar ever held in Asia. I was there. I was the first guy in Singapore, all right? And I model after Tony Robbins in terms of his psychological thinking, model for success. And I productize what he taught me. You see, he's telling you to be tuning your mind. I'm taking his teaching to tuning my product. That's why I call him my great teacher. Second guy on the right is Jim Rogers. Now, this is the guy who inspired me to brush up on my Chinese, because I heard and saw his two daughters, back then was in Nanyang Primary School, and they speak 标准的北京华语. Oh my God. Because they got a Beijing nanny to raise them up, speak fluent Chinese. And I was inspired by that, and I say I got to be as good as them, if not better. So we spent some years in Taiwan. I started teaching in Chinese, reading traditional Chinese and simplified Chinese, and I brush up. So right now we have a large pool of Chinese students in Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan. And that's inspired by Jim Rogers. And he's based in Singapore right now. Why? Because it's the safest place for the billionaires to roam around without the media chasing after their ass. That's why. So I'm also the founder of Bitcoin Institute, as well as an independent director of one of the public listed company. That's my background as an advisor. But what is important to you tonight is this. Not only you need a powerful product, you need a very good coach to guide you. And I know where I stand in the world of coaches. Nobody has gone through much more market cycles than I do. And I've traded through the whole journey, right? So over here, I published a book called Spiking to the Moon. And that was in 2018. I spent an entire year working on blockchain, on our own spiking blockchain project. I personally trained over 50,000 students. And you know, over here, there are two words in red. I want to show you. Nielsen Net rating in 2006, back then, already rated me as the #1 coach in Singapore. That was like how many years ago? That was 2006, 2020, 14 years ago, right? And then in 2016, Frost & Sullivan, one of the top consultancy company in the world, rated our product. We have a powerful and viable product. So everybody look at my hand right now. Look at my hand right now. You need not just a data product. There are many data vendors out there, but we are the #1 undisputed specialist in insider trading. You also need a powerful strategy. That's where I come in to play the role of a coach, to blend these two things together. So that why? You have the best experience, so that you don't have to waste time and pay off expensive lessons, mistakes, costly mistakes. So with that, let me take a look at the profits. So this is the one that will prepare everything that we're going to do for the 5 stocks, all right? Are you guys still alive? Are you still alive? Come on, say yes. Because I want you to pay attention right now. If you don't see these profits, you cannot challenge yourself. And I got everything ready for you. Oh, let me stop my screen share. You got to see me full face right now. I got to give you the full-blown effect, all right? You got to see me head on right now. Watch my eyes, watch my face and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you something that will shock you. And right now is this. Check this out. This is what we're going to launch very soon. We are organizing worldchampionship.com. And I want you to aim for this, because we recently acquired this domain name, worldchampionship.com. It took me 6 years just to buy this domain name, because I already had a vision in my mind. I want to create a website that's going to last at least 100 years. To do what? To document the best traders in the world. In how many categories? Stocks, options, and cryptos. And I can tell you in the year 2020, this is the easiest year for you to win. Because if you join 5 years later, let me tell you, we'll be covered across all the countries in United Nations. And on the first year, the inaugural year, the competition is less steep for you. I want you to aim for this guy here. We already flown it down from US, and we are ready to give away this trophy. And I want to set a high benchmark. What do I mean by setting up a high benchmark? So watch this here, check this out. These are the categories: percentage profits, dollar profits, capital return. And let's start with percentage profit. If you want to win the coveted title of the worldchampionship.com, holy moly, one trade, 1,180%. And this guy can't even win the top prize yet, let me tell you. One trade, 1,200%. One trade, 2 nights, 1,687%. 4 nights, 1,733%. 21 nights, 1,850%. All these guys are my students. I taught them the spiking strategy. It's all about spikes. And you want to watch all this because you need to set a high standard for what you do in the market. Then you can win the coveted title. 2 nights, 1,967%, 2,000%, 7 nights, 3 nights, 2,033%, 2 nights, 2,060%, 2 nights, 2,100%. Holy moly, 27 nights, 2,200%, 19 nights, 2,233%, 1,107 nights, 2,450%, 8 nights, 2,456%, 13 nights, 2,580%, 3 nights, 3,650%, 1 night, 3,700%, and 1 night, 4,000%. Not good enough, 4,043%, 14 nights, 4,133%, and 1 night, 7,275%. And let me bring this guy back again. And our trophy is waiting for you right here. I want you to go out there, start gearing up for battle. That's why I want to organize this worldchampionship.com right in the beginning of the FDA season. So please don't tell other competitors, all right? This is for our spiking students. I hope our spiking students will win top 3. Yeah! We're going to invite international traders from across the planet. Everyone is coming in to fight for the coveted title. They know what is at stake. Next, how about dollar profits? $2,200 in 10 nights. 1 night, $3,000. 3 nights, $3,000. 17 nights, $3,600. 6 nights, $4,600. And this is what? This is in call options. You buy 30 cents, you sell $5 on the premium. And easily, you move 1 decimal place, that's more than 1,000% profit return. So I want you to prepare and gear up for the competition, all right? Because we're going to announce very soon. And you better get ready. Oh, it's all right now. $4,700. Woo! $5,800. 7 nights, $8,000. And over your 2 nights, 9,000, 8 nights, $10,000. And Ron, if you've seen it twice, what's wrong with that? You can see it another 100 times. If you're not in this category, you are just seeing it, you're not doing it. So I want to be very polite to you, just as I watch what you chat on the chat room. You know what? Instead of making that comment, I challenge you. Come, fight for the top 3 position. That's action louder than words. So before you comment any further, please action louder than words. That's the best thing you can do, and you don't have to disrupt the rest. All right? Very good, man. So don't think that you are seeing it how many times. You set yourself this challenge. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm preparing you. I hope all you guys tuning in, you have the chance to fight for the top 10. Go for the top 10. It's not about textbook knowledge anymore. You can't produce this kind of results in a textbook. 8 nights, $10,000, $10,400, $12,000, 1 night, $15,000, 3 nights, $26,000. 1 trade, $53,000. And the craziest that I've seen so far, 1 trade, $100,000. That's the craziest I've seen. All right. And these guys, let me make a disclaimer. They are not even millionaires to begin with. For millionaires to make $1 million is very easy. We are talking about a small capital. How small is small? Let me show you. This student of mine started with $25,000. 5 months, he ramped up to 628%. Now, they don't start as a millionaire. They work towards that path. You want to see? This is a reality. They capture it. They go bonkers. When they done it themselves, they go bonkers. They go crazy. They start sending me all kinds of thank you messages. This student, 5 months, 10x, 1,075%. 20,000 become 235,000. Now, I want you to see ordinary folks doing this, because on our platform, you don't see ordinary folks. You just see millionaires, billionaires, and sovereign wealth funds. Because I want you to go to the level of the thinking, same with them. And that's very powerful. Now, so for myself, this is my personal record. 10,045%. Took me 15 years to learn the art. How to play from a stock, moving on to a dividends, moving on to an ELN, a combination of 3 things, and the fourth thing, working with the bank to achieve a 100x return. 15 years. And that's the knowledge I'm sharing with you tonight. So please don't underestimate and passing remarks. You need to know I'm very passionate in my work. So over here, 100x is my personal record. Took me 15 years to get this first return. And if you put all this together, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you again, this is what you're working for. Without the challenge of a competition, and you're just happy with your own self, you'll never push the limit. All right? So I want you to know I'm prepared already. We own the domain name worldchampionship.com. We're going to launch very soon already. And you got to be equally prepared. Are you ready? I can hear you. Are you ready? Come on. Are you ready? I can see you over there. Come on. Are you ready? Because if you are ready, we come to the most important moment right now. And thank you for pressing on. You've been very patient, and I appreciate it. Right now, the question is, you say you are ready, and you say you are yes. Are you ready for live trading? Tell me honestly, are you ready for live trading? Are you ready for live trading? Are you ready for live trading? Are you ready for live trading right now? Are you guys finally awake already? You guys finally awake already, awake already. We're going to do right now the full analysis of the 5 great stocks. I want to prepare you so that by the time we announce the worldchampionship.com, you sign up, you go in, position your trades, you are ready to go and fight for the top 3 position. All right? We're going to have international traders coming on board, and this is a really powerful domain name. I'm going to keep it running for the next 100 years. There'll be a legacy. Every year you're going to see the winners out there forever, permanent record. So with that in mind, let's do it. So I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to jump over right now to our spiking wealth management system. Check this out. And once I get into a system, For those of you who are subscribers, go to spiking.com/wealth. And here we go. Let's start from here. Boom. This is currently what's happening as of right now. And over here, what we're going to do is this. Step 1, we have a good look of the 4 most important news as picked up by our robots. Coronavirus outbreak, there's some major news right now. Could be talking about the second wave, third wave. Beyond Meat, and Beyond Meat has been supplying their patty across to most of the vegan stores to sell cheaper value packs. With this news, when they sell cheaper, the price is going to go up, as in the stock price, because it's more affordable to more people. Home buyer mortgage hit a spike to an 11-year high. Can you see they use this word called spikes by CNBC? We own the name Spiking and Spikes. That's very, very important. We are so clear in our vision. We not only own spikes, we also own spike. We also own spiking. And over here, Jeff Bezos to his employees. So right over here, insiders bought 7 days and the sold last 7 days. Can you see they are buying only 38 million, 31 million, 23 million, small amount. But when they sell, big amount, 500 million, 92 million, 89 million, 80 million. So straight away, when I'm doing this, what am I doing? I'm feeling the pulse of the market. All right. The pulse of the market telling me right now, insiders are more committed to sell than to buy. So give me a general overview of the market. Then I scroll down over here. Holy moly. This company, Energis, spike up 86%. Flugen spike up 19.7%. How long? 1 night. That's it. It just took 1 night. That's the result. And we are catching all these stocks every single day. That's our job. We are the specialists in this area. So I'm going to open up my finance to take a look at this stock called WATT. And I make use of Yahoo Finance because the stock chart is free and it's giving me live streaming data. Here we go. And this is what we are talking about. You are looking at this beautiful spike. And if you are not playing spikes today, something is obviously wrong. Either you do not have the data or you do not have the know-how. This is how to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. This is what we call the time squeeze theory. So I bring up all this knowledge to share with you so that you set out a very important framework for us to play the coronavirus stocks. So I put all this out here. Right now, we're going to zoom into the 5 stocks. We're going to make a decision tonight, which are the stocks we're going to play. So step 1, we're going to look at Astrazeneca. Here we go. And the moment I put out Astrazeneca, what I want to see is this. On 30th of June, check this out. On 30th of June, what's going to happen? They're going to announce the phase 1 result of the COVID-19 vaccine. You are seeing it right now. As per all the news report we are talking about, nothing becomes clear unless you map it out on a time frame whereby we connect the dots. This is very important. You need to map it out on your own time frame and then see it with your own eyes. We are right now 17th of June. How many days to announcement? 13 days. Holy moly. And we are just talking about phase 1. We are not even talking about phase 2, phase 3, and commercialization yet. So there's so much opportunity presented right here. And we're going to take a look. Is this a great stock to play? Right here, the robot is telling me 9.7 on the score. It's damn good. Anything that's 9 and above, the robot completed the fundamental analysis. Next, this quarter, January to March, How many people put in money? $815 million came into this company alone in the midst of the pandemic. Next, on the call versus put options market, there are more call players than put players, more contracts, more than 10,000 open interest. And straight away, you know, they are bullish about this stock. Next, right over here, I'm going to pull out my pen right now, and then you're going to follow my eyes where I'm looking at. You're also looking at it. Check this out. Here we go. Trending up for the past 1 year. This is a beautiful 45 degrees up and away. And please do not private chat me right now. You got to give me this freedom to share with everybody. Don't bring in your own personal issues into the chat here. All right, some of you are telling me about your own stock problem. Please, I don't want to see that. Let's continue. Next, most recent spikes. Out of 5 events, spike up 4 times. This is very good because we are looking for spiking candidate right now. And most importantly right now, here we go. We have improved and upgraded the data identification. What do I mean by that? Look over here. I'm going to bring out my arrow right over here. Check this out. He increased by another 8 million from his 743 million, Kenneth Fisher. Now, this guy is more determined, James Simmons. Originally, he probably put 50 million. Right now, he increased by another 128 million, total 170 million. And James Simmons is ranked number 3 on our top 100 money managers. Very important. That means he found something, he completed his due diligence, he has connected his own dots, he's seen something, he doubled down, more than double down. You take 170 minus 130, he probably started at 40 million. He ramped up by another 128 million. Very high commitment. This one also, he also doubled up. So 80 minus 50, probably started with 30 million. He increased by another 56 million, ramped up to 80 million. Nick Schomer, no change. Stephen Cohen, no change. How about this guy? This guy put in about 500,000, ramped up to 4.1 million. So we are seeing some major commitment here. Now, you might be asking me, hey, Clement, how come not all the 100 wheels are doing this? Because let me tell you, there's limited resources. There's 10,000 stocks out there to play. And everyone got their own circle of friends, own circle of relationship. They are going out there calling up CEO. And it's all based on relationship. So they probably spend more time with the CEO of Astrazeneca. And these guys are willing to double down. That's how the deal gets done in the back end. And this is something most ordinary folks don't get to see in the back end scene. That's how deals get done. All right? So I sit in the board of a public listed company. Every deal have to go through us. We have to sign off. That's how deals get done. And by the time we completed the deal, then it's reflected in the market. So we are tracking the whole intent of all these great players over here. So right now, I'm going to scroll down over here. This is everything what the company is doing right now. Everything what the company is doing right now. You have a quick read through. They are so big in all areas of the pharmaceutical chain. And finally, we come and look at the stock chart, right? And right now, I'm going to put on the stock chart AZN. Here we go. I'm going to open up my brokerage house platform, and I'm going to take a look at my positions right over there. Beautiful. All right. So I'm undecided whether I'm going to play stocks or options. That's the question you're asking yourself right now. All right. And I click on a 1-year chart. This is like a beautiful 45 degrees chart. Beautiful, right? But what you want to know is tonight, he has already gone through a spike up yesterday night. Can you see? Right over here, there was a spike up, mini spike up, and then tonight it continues over here. So what is happening in this interpretation of the candles is this. Check this out. They are all waiting for the big announcement here. And this big announcement is taking place on when? 30th of June. Beautiful. And you have exactly 13 days, which is our 2 weeks to react on this. So right now, I'm going to click over here, all the past 3 news, right? You can go and do your research. And the biggest news among here is they agree to supply Europe with how many? Wow! They haven't even got the vaccine completed yet. They are ready to supply 400 million doses. And they're supposed to supply how many per year? 1 billion doses per year. And straight away, Europe reserve, book 400 million doses. They got a ready customer, right? So this is the company that tags team with Oxford University, and you can do your further research on that. And with that, we come to here, phase 1. So phase 1, 12th of June, and right now we are looking at phase 2, phase 3 is ramping up already. There are 13 more news here. Go and read about it, connect the dots. And from here, phase 3, they completed back then a cell lung carcinoma cancerous, and that's something they constantly have different drugs on the pipeline. And what you're observing here over here is this. They got all these different steps in the clinical trial. We line them up on this timeline. You connect the dots. You build up your wisdom. You connect the dots. And that's the deal here. Renaissance Capital, James Simmons put in 128 million. And if I click on this blue words here, click on it, what happened? Woo! This guy put 128 million, this guy put 94 million, and everyone is just putting in money because they probably know something that you do not know and the rest do not know. 94 million, 94 million, 61 million, 47 million, 41 million. All these are big names. Nuveen, Goldman Sachs, Jennison, Wellington, Renaissance. All these are big names. So I want you to know investing requires huge amount of a positive impact on your psychology. And this is where we can help you. We are specialists in insider trading. All right? And with the backdrop, government giving Astrazeneca how much? 1 billion. All this, we put it together. And this is the timeline. Everything mapped out here. So your question is, should we buy calls or should we buy stocks? That's the question right now. So over here, for those who are still tuning in, I've done my analysis on options and I'm already deployed in the options market. So this is my position. I'm having a both hybrid strategy because I know this is going to last for the 2-3 years. I'm combining stocks together with options. But step 1 right now, I'm going with options to lay the stage. Because for call options, you have the right to exercise to buy stocks. Don't forget that. So when the stock price goes up with your call options, I may exercise it to convert it into stocks and I hold it for the big ride of the 10x. Or if you are playing options, you must remember that time will decay and you must get that 1000% return in a very precise time. So I'm going in with a hybrid strategy. I'm prepared to go for 10x. I'm also prepared to own the stocks. And that's what we're going to do for the coronavirus strategy. So for the options, I'm in $55 call, expiration in August, and that's it. I'm already up 4.1%. So easy. And I'm just looking at it, very comfortable. I'm very comfortable with my thesis, investment thesis. I'm in it. So game number 1, we are done. So once we are done on game number 1, we move on to the rest of the 4 candidates. Next, Moderna, M-O-D-E-R-N-A. Check this out. Woohoo! So Astrazeneca received 1 billion, Moderna about $500 million, 400 million. And right over here, we got an 8.8 on the score, beautiful. And then how much money came into this company? 800 million. So right now you're watching, you can straight away put down notes and decide of all the 5 stocks, which one is the only one you want to play? Or you want to play 3, or you want to play 4, or you want to play all 5. You have a very good chance right now to determine that decision. So right over here, Options, we are not getting any indication, but this is very strong insider buying up here. It also has a trending up for the past 1 year. Out of 5 rockets, you have 4 rockets, has 3 rockets. But I'm really interested in seeing what? I want to see what the top 100 whales are doing. Wow. Check this out. This is good stuff right now. They have increased its position, right? So this guy increased his position by 66 million more. This guy bought 13 million more. This guy bought 2.2 million. Now this purchase seems like smaller than Astrazeneca top 100 whales, correct? So you can straight away tell the difference. Now your job tonight, you stay true with me throughout the presentation. You can decide very easily at the end of the presentation which one is your best choice. Now over here, I'm very happy with these results because I know for a few factors that cannot be shown on the data level. And what is that? And that is they have a board of directors who is a good friend of Donald Trump. That is a key information. All right? They are the first company to pass phase 1 of the COVID-19 vaccine. And they have ready customers in Switzerland, in Israel. And all these adds up. On the data level, you can't see. It's right at the beginning when I was doing connecting the dots. You get to see all those information. So I take it in my stride and I move my mouse over here. Holy moly, 31st July. Now you got a key important date right here, 31st July. Phase 2A. You got this information right now and you start to plot out on your calendar and say, okay, I got a very good timing. And I haven't given you the specific timing to do so. All our students know how to do that. But over here, we have a general audience. All right, I just tell you generally, this is how we look at the stock. And as I move down over here, there's 11 pieces of new. So many news. And what's really important to me is this. Check this out. Here we go. Thanksgiving. Your eyes must always be looking out for a specific date because the date will determine the price. And if you don't understand what is Thanksgiving, they're going to get the vaccine efficacy by Thanksgiving. So very simple. Just come over here and type out Thanksgiving 2020. That is on 26th November. Right after the presidential election. So you are building all this time frame right now, very clearly map out, you connected the dots. You know for sure something's going to happen on 26th November and it's all right here. This is all right here on our platform. Check this out. Then over here, you have all these guys selling a little bit. This is like very little bit of selling. All right, don't be... And it's just for them. They want to take some money to buy some cars and all that stuff, right? And over here, announces first participant have been dosed in this phase 2 study for his COVID-19 vaccine, right? So we connect all these dots. And you see all these green boxes? They've been doing very well. They have a strategy, Moderna and Codan Pharma, extended strategic manufacturing services. Again, it's all about COVID-19. They are so focused. They have to do or die, don't ask why, they're going to make it. All right? So all these are the telltale signs. You just go down, you connect the dots, and by this time of this analysis, you already completed your fundamental, your insider, your technical, and your alerts analysis. Everything is done, and guess what? My strategy is a hybrid strategy again. I'm going in step 1 with options. I'm ready to exercise, convert to own stocks. I want to see how this play out. You are going for the competition, and don't forget that you don't get 1,000%. Very difficult to be the top 3, all right? So you are aiming for the top 3 position. So let's check this out. So for Moderna, I went in with a hybrid strategy. Step 1, right now Moderna, I'm already up 5%. I went in with an October expiration, $75 cost strike. All right, I'm putting a higher cost strike because why? I know that they are lined up for phase 3 already. So that's how you connect the dots. Phase 3, they already stand by 30,000 patients. They are all gunning for it to be the first to cross the finishing line, all right? Now, in the event the time runs out, very simple. I will just exercise the call option on the stocks. I'm in for the ride because I want to take advantage of their 1 billion doses a year. This is very important. They are recommitted. January. Which year? 2021. And here we go. So we completed 2 stocks already. Next, we're going to look at Sanofi. Here we go. SNY. Check this out. Are you guys having fun so far? Can I see some reaction on the chat room? Hello, are you still awake? Are y'all learning something today? And we are just on our second stock. We got 3 more to go, man. So thank you very much. You guys really persevered on. You know, we're supposed to end about 11 o'clock, but because of the glitch, we migrated the system. You press on. I'm going to give you all out, all right? 5 stocks we're going to analyze together. So thank you very much for your feedback. I appreciate it. So right now we are at Sanofi. And for Sanofi, what do you see? You just do your simple FA, perfect score of 10. Our robot just tell you, without any biases, without any prejudice, just telling you a perfect score of 10. This is like, wow, perfect, right? And then how much money came in? $1 billion. In the midst of the pandemic, I keep emphasizing on this phrase because you guys don't understand. In January, February, March, everyone is panicking like hell. Nobody dares to buy anything, but 1 billion came in. You seen it, man. It's right here. And then they got the 5 rockets. They love to spike. This guy loves to spike, right? So what is really important right now is to check out our superheroes. Are they buying enough? Oh, the superhero is not so committed. Huh? Can you check this out? So will that affect your conviction? This guy only increased by 5 million out of 790 million. And then this guy only put in like 12 million. Oh, he just doubled up again. Previously he got 12, he buy another 12. Right now it's 24. And the rest is like very small. The only critical guy in this game is Kenneth Fisher. There you go. Does it mean he has a special relationship with the French? We don't know, right? But why among the top 100, only he dared to put everything in? $790 million. That's something, is what we call insider trading. And that's the beauty here right now. You're seeing it. All right? We love insider trading, man. So from here, we go on and we kind of scroll down right over here. You're going to see the description of the company. You have a quick read. It's French-based. All right? So you may think it's out of their league. But you know what? Never ever give it a miss, because for Sanofi, I'm already up 40% right now. 40% on my call options. That's how fast it is moving right now, right? So let's check it out. Right over here. Here we go. 30th of June. Have you marked down on the calendar yet? 30th of June. 30th of June, right? Which is exactly 2 weeks from now. So you can see right now there's a mad race right now. Everybody trying to announce earlier. And they also have a phase 3 drug about to approve, Comet Palm disease. There's another phase 3 refractory multiple myeloma, right? And there's a PDUFA that's on 26th of May, already gone past already. And here we go. All these crazy guys put in money, 330 million, BlackRock 200 million, JP Morgan 84, State Street, Arrow Street 53 million, and so on. And all this, you just take it in your stride. You're absorbing, you're connecting the dots. And you know the whole backdrop right now. This is the big backdrop right now, right? So focus right now, and we come down, you have a good read, and all these different articles, they got so many things lined up. But in terms of focus on fighting COVID-19, this guy is not as committed. Until today, the news came out, how much? 650 million, they are committed to build the factories in France. Then they are committed already. So that is why we have to put all this, connecting the dots, the emphasis on understanding the relationship. Then you look at the data of an individual company, all right? And for this guy, I'm so comfortable with it. Again, it's a hybrid strategy between step one, enter with options. Step two, I have the additional option to exercise my calls to own the stocks. So right now I'm looking at September expiration on a $55 call strike. All right, so it's out of the money. By September, it should easily become in the money. Today, we move up 2.84%. Very beautiful. And we are done. We got 2 more companies to go. Next is J&J. J&J. So can I appreciate you guys don't talk on the chat right now so that I can stay focused? Now you can have your own perspective. It's okay, Tong, right? You don't have to distract me right now. Can you please don't do that? Thank you very much. Now, you all don't have to accept what I say as the Holy Grail. You all can do your own analysis. But I tell you what's my advantage over you. I have data you do not have. So think again. Think again. What you have is the general news out there. What I have is very specific data. And then I connect. All right, so don't have to agree. You can agree to disagree, perfectly fine with me. And just press on, all right? Because the rest are waiting for me to complete the 5 stocks, man. Right? Thank you very much. So let's go on. Woo! J&J. J&J, again, you're seeing a second company with a perfect score of 10. This is really difficult to get out 10. I can tell you, we have a high bar for getting a score of 10. Means the FA, everything is perfect. And the elements for spiking is perfect, all right? And that's the difference here. Can you see this? How much money came in? 10.8 billion. This is like the biggest fundraiser. That's why government only gave him $500 million because he's already so damn rich. All right. So you can see from here, and the calls versus the puts. You decide right now. You decide right now. The calls versus the put is 5 times different. How bullish people are on Johnson & Johnson? 5 times different. Look at the rockets. We have 5 rockets on the row right here. Beautiful 5 rockets. Now, then we can only verify right now if we check on our top 100 whales. Holy moly. What is the commitment right now among our 100 whales? You're going to see some big money ticket items right here. This guy, James Seaman, ran up with another 138 million. And you know James Seaman, you're seeing his name very frequently right now. Do you see the dots at this moment? Who is the expert in COVID-19 vaccine? James Seaman. The guy who puts in the most money is the one, the most committed, the one with the most relationship, the one who's trading insider. You lock him in right now. You see his name appearing, right? And over here, Alexandra, 178 million. Some of these names you don't even see, like who is this? OD Kispin, 1.4 million, very small. The rest is very small, right? What is really big deal is about James Seaman this quarter, focusing on COVID-19. And here we go. Once we have this data, we scroll down. Johnson & Johnson is a big name. You can do all your research about it. All right, J&J, everything that we use in our household mostly comes from Johnson & Johnson. All right. So we come back here. The thing is, on the timeline, you realize something that's different right now. And what is that? It doesn't have a COVID-19 FDA timeline. This giant has not started work yet, but has already been marked up by the government. Please start work, kick some ass. The government is begging it to kick some ass. So you have a unique situation right now. The previous 3 companies, you see the map, right? Phase 1, phase 2 is lined up on the map. This guy not announced yet. So what does that mean? It means that the moment it announces it's phase 1, please imagine it. Please imagine it for a moment. It haven't announced yet. The moment it announces it's phase 1, please imagine it. Okay? So we got to look at it with a twisted mind, and that's how we play this game, because I'm preparing you guys for what? Are you ready for worldchampionship.com? Let me drink some water right now. So we scroll down, and what do we see? Newvin putting in 2.1 billion. And when I click on this guy, wow, so much money, man. 600 million, 500 million, Charles Schwab 500 million, Mackenzie 445 million, Wellington 391 million. These guys are putting in money anytime bigger than the rest of us. And who are you to question their decision? You know, I'm very humbled by the market one, because every day I'm looking at all these big guys. But some of you talk like 不值钱one. You guys never seen big money before, and you all talk like so big and loud. I'm very humble every day because I'm trading with these big guys. So please know where you stand, where's your position in the market, right? If you're hanging out with people who only buy $1,000-$2,000 and you kick such a big fuss about it, come on, look at all these guys. They put in how much? And that's the perspective I need you to have. Very important, right? And all these, they have other drugs on the pipeline, PDUFA, they have the earnings, and you know, you haven't even have a director who go out to the open market to buy, which is a very good positive sign. You have BlackRock putting 1.4 billion, very good positive sign. And all this is out here, all line up, and what you want to see is right here. 3 time frame, the 3 boxes are all green. You know how difficult is it to do that? And this is a sign of a great company. All right. And straight away I made a decision. Let me see my J&J position right now. My J&J position is really gorgeous. Let's check this out. So where's my J&J right now? J&J right now are up 0.83%. All right, so you guys have a chance to trade alongside with me. I'm looking at August expiration. I'm looking at $145 call strike. So for Johnson & Johnson is something, right now I'm allocating part of my portfolio. I'm ready to enter into phase 2 when I exercise a call option to own stocks. So right now I'm just mapping out, I want to catch a big 10x on the options part, and then I have a decision. Some of it sell off, some of it convert into shares. All right, so I'm gearing you up for the competition. Here we go. We are done on number 4. And finally, we come on to the last candidate, none other than MRCK, Merck. MRK, Merck. Here we go. And you can see this whole process, I'm just very chill about it. Now, you guys must really study the stock charts so that you can understand when you deploy the options, where are you exactly looking at? All right, this is very important. So, over here for Merck, you can see we have a score of 9.4, very, very beautiful. And what's going to kill you is this, 7.5 billion, man. This guy is just so good at raising money. 4 versus 1 on a call. People are very positive about this guy, right? And I always verify that against what? I scroll it down, double check on my top 100 money managers. This is probably the longest list you can see among the 5 already. This is the longest queue already. 13 out of 100. All right? So never estimate a giant like this, because once the giant wakes up, he'll pull a stunt that everybody will get blindsided. So how do we check on this? Here we go. 27 million not allowed, 1.4 million, 95 million. Do we remember this guy? The mathematician, James Simon? He's all in for COVID-19, man. Right? This one, David Shaw, 228 million. Now, this is a big purchase, all right? And then right over here, the rest is smaller. And the big guy is still Nick Schomer. So Nick Schomer and James Simmons neck to neck, they are all in for COVID-19. We got the best brains on the planet making the decision for us right now. And as I scroll now, you can have a quick read. They've gone from animals to humans, all kinds of areas related to pharma, bio pharma, all right? And then we come down over here. Again, it doesn't have a future date for COVID-19. This giant haven't wake up yet, just like Johnson & Johnson. Out of the 5, these are the only 2. They haven't even gone into phase 1. But when they wake up, they'll be very fast, all right? Because they already have the facility. So right over here, you have a PDUFA coming up. That's 16th of June already over. You can check whether it's approved or not. And over here, there's many other things. There's talk about Merck. And you have a quick read. So Nuveen put in about 1.7 billion. And how about all these guys over here? All these guys are putting money, 500 million, 1.7 billion, 200 million, 200 million, 200 million, 200 million. All line up. Very good. All line up. Beautiful. So for Merck, again, it's the same hybrid strategy. You start off with step 1, your options. So step 1, your options. Now for Merck right now, my options is in the red. All right. Now, right now, I'm looking at August expiration. I'm getting at 77. Mine is a $77.5 cost strike. $77.5 cost strike, August expiration. So this right now is in the red, but it's fine with me because my mindset is really tuned up. Why? Because I think of the long term. In the event near to the expiration, I will exercise it to own the stocks. So I just own it as stocks, and that's it. I just hang out for the ride. So out of the 5, this is the only candidate that's in the red. The other 4, I'm already in the green. So this is something that you all need to know about. All right. So we have done so much of this. Are you guys ready? Please give yourself a big round of applause. Wow, I'm so proud of all of you, man. You guys have been so patient with me. Come on, give yourself a big round of applause. Wow. And we are not done yet. So what's going to happen right now for many of our new friends, you know, this is probably the first time you see such crazy data and how we go about the whole platform, navigating. And this is really not thorough enough, all right, because we have very limited time. But I'm just showing to you with the very first part of the presentation. We connected the dots, right? From 5 great stocks on COVID-19, we connected the dots to the government leading to the election. And with this backdrop, when you go to the individual company to analyze, everything becomes very, very smooth. And what's really important is you touch yourself on your heart and say, do I feel peaceful about it? I'm perfectly peaceful about it because I have a very clear roadmap. By first quarter 2021, every one of these guys will be selling 1 billion doses. And if they are selling 1 billion doses, do you think this price cannot move up? And every one of them is backed by insiders who put in any time more money than any one of us combined together. You need to have this confidence, all right? So we are entering the hybrid strategy. And with that in mind, here we go. We come back right over here. We done on the live trading part, but we are not done on a lot of stuff, which is a lot of stuff. Check this out. So I'm going to put this back here. And you've seen just now, this is preparing you for the competition. And I want you to really go all out to win in the top 3. And my hint to you is to win in the top 3, you need to be seriously going for 1,000% return. All right? And I want you guys to stay throughout because at the last part, I will give you a big surprise. I won't give you a big surprise. I got to call a big surprise for you guys. Are you ready for the big surprise? Are you ready for a big surprise? Okay, here we go. Let's do it. So right now, let me click on this. Okay, you guys can see my screen perfectly clear. Let me do some adjustment again. Something is just need to switch again. And I do my screen share one more time. All right, hang on a minute. Okay, it's green color right now. That's good. So next thing we're going to see is the secrets. What exactly is this secret all about? All right. So right now, I'm going to show you this is the ultimate training for trading spikes. I give you a very, very exclusive offer, which you know what? For you to get started, my hope is you just get started. And the only way for you to get started is this. You need to be equipped with the tool, the data, and in combined with the training. So over here, this is a special one-time offer. And you know what? Most of our students grab onto this offer and they never regret it. Why? Because you'll be going through a very detailed 2 days training with me on 4th and 5th of July. Can all of you please note it down right now? 4th and 5th of July, note it down right now. And you guys don't have to put my positions out there in the chat. Thank you very much. Siva, can you please delete it? Thank you very much. Those never listen, that's too bad. Can you please delete it, Siva? I appreciate it. Or I have to delete you already. Okay, so over here, please focus right now. And I appreciate you guys. Please focus and stop spamming the chat room, okay? So right over here, 2 days, what's going to happen? This is a Saturday and Sunday, the first week of July. And obviously tonight, you know, I've not revealed to you the spiking strategy and the time squeeze theory. You need to be trained in that because that's the specific way for us to get for 1,000% in one night, 3,000% in one night. And the only way you can be that good, I can remind you again, right? You need to be in a competition. You need to be competitive. If you're just training yourself, you know what? It's not going to happen, man. You are just accountable to yourself. Most of the time, your high bar is not high enough. So over here, there's a 2 days. You can visit right now, spiking.com/30 and take advantage of this offer because in this offer, what will encompass is this. Number one, you get the ultimate bonus, number one, which is the ultimate trading mindset. This is done by my very good friend, David, and he's the top coach under Tony Robbins and Chet Holmes. He's the best of the best. And I asked him, David, can you help us? I need to tune my students' psychology so that they are always attracting wealth and not putting negative thoughts into their mind. He said, I'll do this 30 minutes audio. If they listen to it every night, they'll be fine, all right? They'll be exactly fine. So it looks like you guys are not following instruction. And here we go. I just gave you guys advice. Please don't do that. Thank you very much. And let's do it that way. Okay. So this is the place that you're going to get our 30-minute mind ultimate trading mindset. And you listen to it every night. Now, this is the part that most people miss out on, right? In fact, when I first started back then on the path to become a millionaire, I listened to a CD every night. It's called Become a Millionaire in 3 years. And then from there, I realized, wow, it has done a lot to my psychology. Yes, I've improved a lot. And that's where we go, right? So over here, there's your bonus number one. And your bonus number two is, if you have not seen anyone trade $250,000 on Bitcoin, this is the event you need to watch, all right? We did that exactly on 12th of May, and I entered 5 trades, each trade $50,000. So total, I have about 29 Bitcoins right now worth, back then it was worth about $259,000. So right now it has gone up much more already, and we are just waiting for a 10x on this Bitcoin position, all right? So I invite you, you're gonna get this bonus number two. You need to be part of this digital wave. Next, number three, woo! Our software, our spiking wealth management system, you're going to get it for 21 days. All right, 21 days. And all this is part of the spiking.com/30 offer. I want to encourage you, take full advantage of that. Go for it, all right? So this is the moment where, you know what, the total value of the 2 days training plus the software plus all the bonuses is about US $2,997. But for tonight, only tonight, is at US $497, all right? And it's only available for 30 minutes. Once that is up, no more already, all right? So quickly go and visit the website, spiking.com/30. Now over here, I also want to play one I think it's a very important video. I think this student has done exceptionally well. If you want to see who is using our software and making money, let's check this out.
Hi everyone, it's David Chiang here. So before I started using spiking, I'm an old school investor and trader. I use the methods of, filtering out good companies first, and then going into fundamental analysis, where I have to read their financial statements and their balance sheet and their earnings reports. And also, it was a lot of time reading thousands of words and hundreds of figures, numbers, until your head also spinning already. And that's also before you actually do the technical analysis also, where you look at charts and draw lines and all those things, right? So that just for one company also took a few days or even weeks just to make sure that company is the right one to invest in. But even after all that, I was still lacking something, whether the whales are backing it or not. Yeah. So after signing up for Spiking, listening to Dr. Clemen, how he does his trades, following him step by step, let me show you the results I get. Okay, let me just share my
check
screen.
out the results, man. This is the exciting part.
So this is one of the first trades I made. BMY. This is from the daily break section. Yeah. So the profits 124%, 70%. I made two different calls, right? One short term, one longer term. And look at the profits, 1,000 plus, 700. One of the first trades. This I think this is the third trade I did for Globe. Also a short term call. But this is from the, I think also daily break, yeah. 108%, 1,008 US dollars profits. Taken already, yeah. Astrazeneca, AZN. This one is from the resurrection one. So 84%, 8,000 something. This is when I was very confident of the Spiking website already. NBIX. Now you look at this. This is only one contract, right? This is because this is the very first trade I made, right? Because I didn't know Dr. Clemen at the time. I didn't know the spiking.com website at the time. So I was, a little skeptical, but I followed. And look at that, even just one contract, 284%, 1,006. Imagine if I put in more capital for this. It's crazy, right? And the last one, this is still an open contract, MRK. Already 74%. And it has still room to grow. For some more PDUFA, what do you call that? The approval coming. $7,000 in hand already, right? So all this set stop loss already. If it goes down, then I get kicked out, but it's okay. A lot of profit already. So guys, see, this type of results, I've never got this type of results before this type of trading. And it's what, in a space of a few days, a week, 2 weeks at most. The MRK has been going on for, I think, 2 weeks now already. So you see, for those who are still unsure whether Spiking ad works or not, I've just shown you the results, right? So you remember what I said about this now, where I took like a few days or even weeks just to make sure that company is worth investing in. This Spiking, it helps you do it in just 1 hour, half an hour, maybe 15 minutes if you are experienced, fast enough. Because it does all the FA for you, it does all the TA for you, it connects all the dots for you. It shows you what, who and what are the big whales who are involved in that stock or company. So all you need to do is connect all the dots. And there you go. Okay. So I really want to thank Dr. Clemen and his team at Spiking.com. They did such a wonderful job, and it has made investing so much fun and easier for all of us normal investors and traders, right? And I hope all of you will give it a try and also have the same results as I did. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Take care. Ciao.
And thank you so much for the sharing, David. And you know what, everybody, this is like, I'm so happy as a product owner, because when you can build a product and whereby the customer haven't even attended my training yet, can already make money on his own. That is the biggest satisfaction for me as a product owner. So I want you to know, you can just straight away, you can go to spiking.com/30 right now, and straight away you can access the product immediately and use it just like David. So by the time you come to the training that I'm conducting, you're going to have even more questions to ask me, and you're going to go ask me a higher level question. So I just take you every step of the way go to the next level, go to the next level, go to the next level. So one of the places that you can watch more other testimonials and some of our daily postings is our Facebook group. Please join us at facebook.com/groups/spiking. All right, so look for our Facebook group, and it's very important you get plugged in with us. And you know what? I'm posting almost every day. You're going to see so many exciting stories. So right now, I'm coming to one last part right here, and that is this. Are you ready? Woo! This is the official record. If you want to be in top 10 in our school of students, minimum 2,200%. And this student came from Malaysia. Number 6, 3,650%. This student came from Singapore. And right at number 1, 7,275% from Indonesia. All right. But you know what? These students achieved their results in the past. And because in the past, I haven't started the worldchampionship.com yet. And officially, this is the first year we're going to do it for worldchampionship.com. This year, starting onwards, your name will be permanently inscribed on our website, worldchampionship.com. Go for it, all right? I'm telling you, I'm so excited about this competition because I already got so many inquiries from international traders already. So let's check this out. Whoa! Right now, I believe you have some other questions you might want to ask us. So for example, if you have any questions, just fire off an email to us, info@spiking.com, all right? So I'm going to talk to you about this special offer. First of all, some of you are already asking me questions on the chat. Thank you very much. Let me address it. The 497, yes. So the 497 package is what David gone through, the stocks trading class. Now the stocks trading class is the foundation class. Everything that you need to learn about our strategy, our method, our time squeeze theory is covered on the 6-7 of, let me just double check on the dates again. Is it on 4th and 5th of July? 4th and 5th of July, right? So that is number 1. Second question you might have right now is this. Do you offer support if I get stuck using the system? Yes. We have a private Facebook group only for our customers and students, okay? Only exclusive to our customers and students. That's where I answer all questions related to strategies, methodologies, the individual trades that you're playing, and we have a community there. We look out for each other. So you're going to get very, very strong support there. Number 3, what if I already have an account with Spiking? Yes. So most of our customers, you know, whenever we offer new packages, they'll just take up because they want to extend the more lifetime of their software licenses, all right? And this time now, you got 3 very good deals. First is the Mind Enhancing Program. Second is the Bitcoin halving, right? And the third of all, you can attend the 2 days class together with me. And many of our students always like to come back and attend classes with me because why? Each time I teach, I don't teach the same thing. I love to teach. That's why I always make sure I get the latest information to present in each of my classes, right? There's something, you're going to get it. So right over here, what happens after 12 months? So some of our customers subscribe to the 12 months package. So typically after 12 months, they'll auto-renew to continue because they need this data and they know this data is helping them. And if you choose not to renew after 12 months, it's also okay. But for the 497 package, you're getting 21 days of the data only, all right? I want to make this very clear. You know, you're not getting for 1 year. It's only for 21 days, okay? So that's good. Next, I'm in, but I can't see the Spiking Wealth Management System. Now, the moment if you subscribe tonight, straight away you can log into our system one. Definitely for sure, you can straight away log in. Okay, so if you can't log in, our support team is on standby. You can just drop us an email at info@spiking.com. We're going to help you log into the system straight away. Because why? The market is still not closed yet. The market closes at 4 a.m. Singapore time. You still have sufficient time to trade as in right now today, okay? Number 6, what other tools do I need? In fact, the other tools that I've shown you tonight is the Yahoo Finance chart, which is free and which is live streaming with the price code. I think that's a very good product. Other than that, most of the tools we are using within our platform. and which is more than sufficient for you to make a decision, all right? Now, for those of you, you're asking me if you're interested in the annual package, you can go to spiking.com/yes. All right, you can go to spiking.com/yes. But if you want to take up just for this special offer for tonight, go to spiking.com/3030. All right, let's continue. Next question you might have, number 7. What's the difference between spiking and Bloomberg? Wow. You know, Bloomberg was trying to sell me their data as well. And one day I asked the sales guy, why don't you put out your laptop? And I put out my laptop, side by side, we compare the data. I can tell you we beat them hands down on insider trading. We are #1 specialist in this space. I'm very confident of that. And not only that, we also have a very unique strategy and method so that you can make the highest percentage gain in the shortest amount of days, all right? So this is what we are really famous for, right? So let's go over next. Question number 8, is the system accessible from mobile phone? Absolutely. You just go to the browser, whether it's Safari or Chrome browser, access spiking.com/wealth, and you can log in. And some of our students just, trade on the go and just refer to our data that way. Number 9, if I buy, are there any upsells? There are other products on our platform, but what is you need is the Spiking Wealth Management System. And if you go to spiking.com/30, this is exactly what you're getting, all right? But for 21 days only. Now, if you're interested in the 1 year, then you go for the spiking.com/yes. And for the /yes, you get to attend 3 classes, not just 1, 3 classes: stocks trading, cryptos trading, and options trading, all right? So that's something that's very, very special for those who take up the 1 year offer, all right? Other than that, we have other products on the platform. Those is, if you need it, then you go and get it. Other than that, the wealth management system is more than enough for you. Do you have a payment plan for 497? No, we do not have a payment plan. Sorry, we can't help you on that. Most of our students, what they do is they use credit cards and basically use credit cards to make the payment, all right? So that's something you can work out with your credit card company. Number 11, why do I need a system now? I'm telling you, if after tonight you're not convinced of the COVID-19 vaccine, you totally miss the big picture. You will miss this for the next 100 years. Never ever again you're going to have an unprecedented government initiative where they guarantee the process. Not the pharmaceutical companies, but the government guarantee the process. You've never seen this before, all right? That's the reason why I'm all in. Tonight, what I'm showing you is I'm so convinced anything I do, I walk the talk. And straight away, I'm all in already, all right? So next, I can't afford 497 now. How? If you can't afford it right now, then perhaps, you want to seek help from your immediate family members. This is something we always encourage, family members to learn together, and that's going to help you to map out your financial destiny. Unfortunately, we are still a startup. We definitely need to sustain through the revenue collection from our customers. So that's something you have to take in mind. Number 13, can I get a refund? Now, for us, we have a very clear refund policy. If you go to spiking.com, go to the footer, click on refund policy, you can read all that, all right? So typically, if you are already thinking of refund, please don't sign up. Don't sign up. If you're already thinking of refund before you sign up, please don't sign up, all right? We are very frank with our customers. Please don't hanky-panky with our support team here. We are only working with very committed students. You are very committed and we are equally committed, all right? So that's it. Next, question 14, how do I access the Spiking Wealth Management System? Yep, this is the place. Go to spiking.com/wealth, and that's how our customers access it, all right? Number 15, I've yet to receive the email from Spiking. Now, can you please check your spam box? Sometimes you might be using Gmail or Yahoo Mail. It's too strict filter. Just go to the spam box, look for info@spiking.com, and that's our way of communicating, all right? So some other questions that came in, let me look at the group chat right now. Now, if you have questions, just post it on the group chat right now. So a few of you have signed up already. Thank you very much for your support. I look forward to meeting you in the July class. Okay, for the first question that you have is, some of you already signed up since last year. Can I attend the options and crypto trading class? Nope, you have to sign up for the new package right now. Then you can enjoy the classes, all right? So that basically extend your software licenses as well. So it's beneficial all the way. And for options class, if you want to attend our options trading class, this is the class that we teach you how to make 1,000% or more. Then you go to spiking.com. Let me post it on the chat right now so everyone can see it. You go to spiking.com/yes. All right. If you are interested in our options and crypto classes, look at the chat right now. Go to spiking.com/yes. All right. Yeah, if you sign up for the /, you also get the 3 bonuses that I talked about tonight. So as long as any one of you sign up tonight, you're going to get the 3 very special bonuses that we prepared for you, right? And in fact, we got many very good contents on our /12 platform itself. Every time I got new updates, I'll be sharing over there. Okay, some other question that you guys have. Let me just run through, make sure I covered all grounds. Yes, there'll be video recording. So every time we conduct a class, we record the full class and then we put it inside spiking.com/wealth. You can refer to it anytime, all right? As long as your subscription is still valid. I want to make this clear. As long as subscription is still valid, you can review any of our past recordings that you attended the class before, okay? What other question that you have? Can you sign up for the World Championship? Okay, for the World Championship, please wait for our announcement. It's coming up really soon, all right? And I can tell you, in any competition, the best time to take part is always the first year. The first year. Because you go in clean with no pressure. And you can set the first bar, right? But I can tell you, if you want your name to be like the best among all the best, right, you must go above 10,000% already. And we're going to share with you the trading rules for World Championship. We're going to announce that very soon. So please make sure you join us on our mailing list, all right? Now, for those of you, if you sign up for the /30, which is the 497, after 21 days means your software has expired already, all right? So you can think about it. You can compare between the 21 days versus the 1-year subscription, which is spiking.com/yes. Okay, I talked about that already. What other questions? Okay, starting capital, all right. So starting capital, we have students, we have small starting capital as small as $1,000 to as big as over $1 million, all right. So that part about how much money you should get started in the beginning, I'll be talking about it during the class. So don't worry about it right now, okay? What other question that you have is, now this website spiking.com/30 is only 30 minutes, all right? This offer is only valid for 30 minutes. If you miss the 30 minutes though, the offer is no more already, so I just have to repeat that. Okay, I think I covered most of the questions already. Just double check. There's some more questions coming in. So if you subscribe for the spiking.com/30 and subsequently you want to upgrade to the /yes, no problem. We'll help you with that. Okay, our support team will be ready to help you do the upgrade. But this upgrade is not available forever, right? You must do the upgrade within the 21 days. And other than that, brokerage account is, if your brokerage account is not set up, so just quickly go and set it up, or else you miss the COVID-19 vaccine opportunities, all right? So tonight, let me sum it up. Right now, I do a major summary right now. We completed finding a cure for coronavirus. Wow! We completed a major topic. And let me sum it up right now. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out until this moment. Now, tonight is actually very important because tonight sets the stage. As you know, end of June are the announcement of all the COVID-19 phase 1, phase 2 clinical trials. And I want to do it like 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks before, so that you have sufficient time to think through, internalize, and apply your own analysis. And you match your analysis versus what I share with you tonight. Because tonight I share with you all the data on insider trading on these 5 stocks. All right. So with this backdrop, we can map out a strategy all the way to US presidential election, which is on 3rd November. And all the way to Beijing Olympics, which is on February 2022. You right now have a very clear roadmap. Exactly next 4 months, next 6 months, what to do. Just based on this COVID-19 vaccine idea. And you're going to be part of the movement to find a cure. And along the way, I want to bless you, make sure that you are able to profit with us together as well. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, you hang out and I thank you and I appreciate so much. My sincere apologies. Our system crashed just now. And thank you for migrating over to Zoom. Please give yourself a big round of applause. Yeah, you survived. Wow, my goodness, you guys are like crazy, man. You've done a great job. And I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group. You know what? Right now, almost every month, I have fresh contents to put out. And because as I connect the dots, I realize there's massive amount of opportunities. So make sure you plug in with us on our Facebook group. You plug in with us on our mailing list. You get the latest updates from us, all right? Make sure you don't miss out on that. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, every one of you. And before we go, let me just share with you this beautiful song again. One of my favorite song, right? And just to make sure you really go all out on the COVID-19 vaccine. Let's do it!